I have found the video. Because I'm worth it.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. I'm back.
From where?
I wasn't here last week.
Wasn't
Well,
here
I
last
came
week,
in.
no.
I came here just to yell for a second, and just was like, "Stop talking, woman."
It was so loud. It was like the voice of God. It was just like so booming.
Sorry, headphone users for yesterday or last week.
Yeah, and then
My
it kept
bad.
clicking. Like
Oh, yeah,
every
your
time you spoke,
it
it was
was
like every
popping.
second.
That's so
yeah.
weird because normally it's not that bad on the phone. It could have been where I was because I just kind of went off into like an empty like
A little corner.
yeah, and it was. I think that's what it was because we've done
Poor
that
signal or something, I
before.
imagine.
And poor signal. It was the weather was pretty bad. So yeah, it was bad. But anyways, I know you guys held it down. Thank you. I know the chat I know you love me, chat, but when I'm not here, it's unsupervised. Like mom's gone and the kids just do whatever they want.
Do you want to guess how long it took before we hit a topic?
I don't.
45 minutes.
1 hour 50.
I have faith in you on that.
And the
guys.
only reason is X-Ray went, we should probably start a topic at some point.
I looked at the title that you had at the top and I was like, we haven't talked about any of that yet. And you know how long we stayed on topic?
5
It was about
minutes.
10 minutes each.
10 minutes.
Well, there were topics last week.
I remember being asked, like, what did you talk about last night from like my family? I'm like, freaking
Anything that happened to come up, I can't
I
even
know. I get people
remember.
that ask that too. It's kind of like, you know, when you were a kid and you went like came home from school and your parents are like, "So what did you learn today?" And you're just like, "I don't know."
stuff.
Like I get
They
people
just
that ask me
spoke at
too,
me
like,
for a
so
bit.
like if I'm hanging out with someone on like a Thursday or something, they'll be like, "So what are your topics for Saucy on Saturday?" I'm like, you know,
Yeah.
Stuff.
And the mongoose
Work
is
out.
so true. Unsupersized Saucy only finishes when X-Ray needs to pee.
It
Yeah,
did. It
that's
ended this time.
true.
I said, I need to go now. I need to pee.
We only went like what, half an hour over, 40 minutes, something.
Well, yeah, but if
Wow,
we
that's a
cancel it based
record.
on... Well, if we cancel it based on her bladder, it only has like an hour-long window at any point. It could be either
Yeah.
side.
If it takes longer than an hour, you know I'm wearing a diaper or something. Ian, happy belated.
Yeah, happy belated birthday, Ian. And I was really surprised that Disprove didn't just say a joke. I was giving him a second to say a joke at Ian's expense from this chat. Like, to be fair, I'll say
What?
to be fair, you don't remember
I'm
most of your
surprised he's
nights.
got a memory at all, the amount of damage he's done to his neurons.
There
Like,
we
Jesus.
go. There it is.
Oh, so how's your week been, guys? I feel like you guys were just here last week, like in Florida, and I wish that you were
physically there.
physically. Yeah, I wish you guys would come back.
Yeah. Oh, me too. Me too. I have been moving, which I know this is the same room that I usually am in, but I had to work today and tomorrow. So I have most things gone. And then I have to do the last move once I set up all my internet. I love fiber internet. Wi-Fi was 900 megs down, 800 up. Just Wi-Fi. Imagine I was plugged in. That's insane.
I
How
had
close were you for the access point for that? Because I'm assuming you've
Floor
just got
away.
gigabit rather than...
One floor
More.
away. So the receivers in the basement.
Right,
and then
Dan?
yeah.
Hi.
maybe
No,
Dan,
we
okay.
have
We're not
wires.
here.
We have
No, I can
wires
say
to
hello
different
to you. You can't say hi to him.
yeah, you'll see the setup next week sometime.
Yeah.
Nothing
It's like
set up.
finally you'll be able to share videos without us getting 1 frame a second.
Hey, I don't do that bad with videos. Is it?
It just
really that
depends.
bad?
Really? Because Gary every week seems to go, who should share it because X-Ray's internet can't handle the video.
It's a meme at that point. I think he likes doing it himself, to be honest.
Like, I learned, so I'm doing it. Anyways,
this week I have been concerned with the plight of women. Because I don't know if you've noticed, there is, with the advancing technology, women across the world have been suffering from new man-made disasters, and I feel incredibly sorry for them. I don't know if this is something you're concerned with, ladies, but the smartphone is the alleged culprit behind spiraling anxiety and social isolation. But now something else is on its charge sheet. Tech neck.
what is a tech neck?
Oh, it's
The
when
crease.
you're
From always looking down, you get like the fold in your neck.
you can get Botox to help prevent that.
No,
apparently.
people are not putting paralytics near their windpipe. Surely that can't be a good sign.
Don't tell me you're surprised by that, Drew.
Wait, your voice box is there. I would have thought, if anything,
I
they
think
wouldn't want
it's
to lose their
Botox.
voice. Now, their husbands, I could fully understand. No, get some more, love. Just keep going. Keep going. I'll tell you when to stop. But for the wives themselves, look, if you think this is if this is causing you anxiety, you do need help. But it's not with surgery.
Do you think that they do that? It makes them, like, if it changes their voice, they sound fat, like, you know, a fat voice, because there's like.
Because they're like paralyzed. Well, you would
I don't know,
hope
'cause
it
there's
wouldn't
more
paralyze your
cushion over
voice box in
there.
any way, but who knows? That stuff can spread.
How to
Oh my God.
eliminate tech neck with Botox and fillers. This is from 2024.
This is I brought this up literally because I'm thinking this is the most pathetic thing I can imagine anyone
Oh,
worrying about.
This,
Unless
this
you're like,
has
I've
been
got a really
happening for the last
ugly
6
toe.
years. 6 years. I learned about this 6 years ago. So I'm surprised it came into the
The Wall
stratosphere.
Street Journal did it this week.
Yeah. So Botox can provide a quick fix for tech neck. There you go.
Interesting.
Reduce lines and
I-
wrinkles.
The older I get, the more you will live to witness horrors beyond your comprehension. It is like us coming true. When people are worried about slight creases in their neck. It's like, no, I've got a very old neck because my phone.
Then here you go, fillers. Yeah, well, not only tech neck, but I've seen this like a fair few times. Like people in their 30s have necks. You know how you're supposed to naturally have this like curve? If I'm facing this way, like your neck's supposed to curve like this. Some people's curve forward. Like they look like, you know, that old lady or the old man with the hunched over with the
Oh, I've heard of nerd neck. Yeah, because you're always looking down,
Yeah.
and so you yeah.
So a lot of people who work at desks and don't sit ergonomically have like neck issues, neck pain, and
But that's
you know,
just a muscular thing. This is just I have a crease in my neck. Like if you I'm sorry, if you care about your neck, you have gone too far. Like nobody is going, you know, she's got a really lovely neck. Like no man reviews a woman based on her neck.
Poor Dan.
Does anyone do that? Like this out of curiosity, chat. I don't know. I don't know the minds of men. Clearly,
No.
Disbrew doesn't.
No. Now, I can understand things like, I even understand the Victorian idea of the shapely ankle, because they couldn't see it, so when they saw one, it was like, oh, that's weird. That's exclusive. Anything that's exclusive brings value. But your neck's on display all the time. You see thousands of necks.
I think a lot of guys like the back of the neck, right? Is that a thing?
What?
I read that in books, or I've read that in books. That
I personally never heard of tech neck. I get it, but I've never actually heard of it.
I think you'd probably be thinking more of like the backless dress, which maybe the neck would come into it, but I've never heard of anyone being like, oh my god, I got to see the back of her neck, because it's always covered up by hair. That seems to me a bit weird.
You know what? That's fair. I have to actually look up at my phone when I'm scrolling. I don't scroll like this. I scroll like that.
I actually do that all the time now, because it's not like tech neck. It's because of like I'm worried about like this muscle strain, so I'm like my phone's up here.
Like obviously I'm texting, like we message a lot, like, you know what I mean, us as like creators and everything, but when I actually scroll, I'm in bed, so I actually am laying down if I ever do the scrolling. So no tech neck here. Saucy does not have any tech neck.
No,
Well,
I
to balance-
definitely have lines. You can tell.
To balance
have
that
tech
out,
neck.
I've got
Yeah, there's links here. You see
How
them?
many?
I
You know how
imagine
many
everyone
times
does to a
X-Ray
degree.
showed us like her throat because she like was like, "Can you
Just
see
check
what I
that.
drink?" And
Right here. You want to see my 7 chins?
Don't do that. Yeah, you get loads of chins. You get the ripple effect.
that
I don't care.
That was a Dan meme for a while when he used to just
It was,
randomly
but
post.
Dan does it all the time. It's like,
You're
no,
like-
I'm
Dan
feeling
also does
cute. Might
farts
delete
with his-
later.
Dan
Dan
also
was
does farts
also-
with his underarms, so
He does. And he was also attacked because did you guys see the CRT stuff? He was on Vera and Virtue
I did.
this week, and he got attacked for the CRT TV.
That's the kind of pedantry I like, though. I was like, no, if these people are correct, they're technically correct is the best form of correct.
Yeah, but it's just like they seen it and they seen how happy he was, and they're like, we can't have that. We cannot have that community note this man right now.
Oh, the community note was savage, though. It didn't just go, this isn't a CRT. It said it was a rear projection CRT, which is ironically the worst thing to play old video games on.
Oh,
And
is
so we
it?
insulted him at the same time.
Well, he got it removed though. I've never seen that happen before. A community, but I don't pay that close
Well-
attention if I do see a community note. And since like I'm friends with Dan, obviously I notice it. But yeah,
It's because the way community notes work is if people... It assesses where you like align, and if people from different sides agree, then it shows it. But if a load of people disagree, then yeah, it gets taken down. But the thing was, it was correct. He even admitted in a video later they were correct. So
yeah.
I
Well-
like the savage message.
He's like, I like chaos on the internet. That's what I
Yes.
live for.
I mean,
it-
he has so many viral tweets about not even himself. That's my favorite.
May
part.
bring you a bit of heat. That's the scariest message someone can get as a DM. I'm gonna clip you. May bring a little heat.
All right. Well, before we move into something, a topic or something, I'm gonna get a couple supers. Thank you guys. Gary, thank you for the 5. Hello all. Anyone spend time on X explaining the wonders of American barbecue with the Japanese? Also, happy Easter. Happy Easter to you too, Gary.
I had an entire group
I
of
have not done
tweets
that.
about that last
mean,
week.
really-
I've still got them
Mr.
up, but this time I have been harassed by the Japanese this week, or as I
Why?
prefer to call them, Big Nut. Big Nut has followed me around this week. I think there is a Big Nut psyop going on in my timeline.
Is it because you have a squirrel avatar?
I don't know. I've just been harassed by Big Nut. I have asked Americans about Big Nut. No American seems to know that Big Nut exists. Then the American government started popping into my feed, and they're like, no, Big Nut is real. And so, as I've mentioned it.
What did Disprove get
Look,
into
I
this
have a
week?
tab. I have a group of tabs in my browser literally called Big Nut Psyop. Like, this
You're
is...
so weird.
No, it's true. The American government got involved. So look, I don't know, Americans, is this true, right? This came from Japanese Twitter, translated from Japanese. They are now giving recipes about putting peanuts into Coke. And they say this is
Oh,
American.
I saw something about that. The umami taste.
Yeah, so
With the
they
sweet?
wanted to be as American as possible, which were like cowboy hats and everything, but the peanuts in the Coke. And they're now trying it. Now they've discovered that if they put bourbon in it, then it tastes even nicer. But there's...
Guys, I
does.
want to try
I,
it.
I
wanna
forgot to
try
share
it.
the entire window, so I can't switch between...
Maybe next week we'll try it. I don't have any bourbon.
Oh, Grim says
what?
it's a
That
southern thing.
It
Oh,
sounds
really?
Southern, the
I asked
bourbon and
Southerners.
the...
So this guy actually explains it, and he's on about the pH, and yeah, it does umami and stuff. So this guy gives a scientific backing behind it. But when the American government came in and started being like, you want peanuts and Coke? This is how it's done. And the American government starts telling me to put peanuts in Coca-Cola. I'm like,
I
this
wanna
is
try
you're
it.
advertising.
Guys, next
This-
week we should try it.
We're trying it.
This
I'll
is
get
a
some bourbon.
marketing gimmick. And so he goes in and he just pours peanuts into a bottle of Coke. I was like, no, this is delicious.
I don't know
then-
about this.
The
It might be,
Japanese
like, sweet
government
and
comes
salty.
back. This is another Japanese government account. And they're like, oh, this is a cultural exchange between the two of it. I think
is so
peanuts
weird.
are being pushed in media. Peanuts and Coca-Cola have got together as a big nut conspiracy just to
And
make
the
me
reason
try
why
it.
it's all on your feed is because they're trying to get you on board because you're a squirrel.
I
Yeah.
think I'm being personally targeted by Big Nut. It's
They're
all
trying to
week,
give you
like,
the big nut.
I put 3 tabs here. This must be like the 70th time this week I've seen stuff about peanuts and Coke. It's been constant.
We need a picture of Disparu like this. We need Disparu holding a Coke with nuts and the thumbs up.
Well, that's what got me. Is like he's just in a suit, right? But that guy looks good in a suit. There is a difference between the two. He just looks professional. That guy looks like his first day in court is about to happen.
Well, he looks like he definitely needs his shirt ironed.
Look at the fit. You know, the Japanese guy. It's like nice and tailored to his body.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy could be in the Japanese government or the mafia. You can't tell, right? He could be Yakuza or in government. This guy, he could be about to sell you a used car. Like, there's a difference between the two.
That's true. I could see that.
Like, this guy could have just put a flag in his house. It would still look exactly the same. And you're like, no, actually, I would prefer to try peanuts and Coke. That's a better sales technique for me.
It, yeah.
Yeah. That guy, he could deliver me that drink for $70 in a posh restaurant. You'd be like, no, this is nice.
I feel like Disparu would hate Peeps, but you know what? The next time I see him, I'm going to give him a peep.
Over here, Peeps means people.
Peeps are
peeps. It can mean that too.
A marshmallow treat that are.
It's a bird shaped.
There's bird.
Yeah.
Why does all American
Easter.
food barely resemble actual like ingredients?
Because
blame it on the FDA. They get away with using crappy ingredients because the FDA allows them.
I did see a video of a cat that was eating marshmallow fluff out of a can, and it was just all over its face. It looked like it had exploded in marshmallow.
It'd be so cute. I want to see this now. Cat eating fluff.
Let's find it. I think we just figured out Disparu's thing. He's gonna start selling nuts, and it's gonna be called Disparu's Big Nut.
I'm fed up with this psyops. That's all I have. Big nut psyops. First, it was like American barbecue. That was wholesome. All the Japanese people were like, "Look, I just love meat. We don't sell meat like that over here." Then it morphed into Coca-Cola and peanuts. I'm like, no, this is a psyop.
Oh, I can't find it, but I found something cute.
And Ian, thank you for the 50 pounds. Disparu is literally manipulating the KP/Coke stock market. Do you mean stock?
The stock market, yeah. I have invested in peanuts, full disclosure.
Yes.
Also, what is that? Oh, that's a dog eating a cat's face.
I just thought it was cute.
I just thought it was cute. She's like,
do you want to see the Japanese Oktoberfest?
Sure.
This is the cultural difference. This is the cultural change between Japan and Germany. Now, this glass may give you a little bit of a hint about what's about to happen.
It looks like it's gonna fall.
Mm-hmm.
No!
Whoa! Okay, I mean, she made it work,
just
right?
Gave up.
She made it work. Like it was bad,
everyone loves
and then
it.
they probably loved it. Yeah.
It became into something I didn't even know it was a rule because they're holding like rings of them at the bottom, so they'll always keep those stable. It's like, look, if you spill it, just go for it.
Yeah, beer shower. Ooh, can you imagine how gross that is? Ooh.
Very sticky.
Saw, thank you for the 5. Hi, beautiful, wicked, and X-ray girl, and Disparu, sure.
Yes, beautiful Disparu.
Alexander Graham Bell.
Look, Dan Vass said hello to me. That's fine.
Impressed by the work of his brother Taco.
Oh my god.
Nice dad joke, Saw. Middle-aged boomer, thanks for being a member for 7 months. Hail Wicked, play Alien Dark Descent. Y'all see Vera's video on Mass Effect TV show. Zoo come what?
St. Albans.
St. Albans.
St. Albans. It's down near.
St. Albans? Okay.
It's down near London. It's very posh. I went there to see Ross Noble. He was down there in one of the theaters. I saw him twice because he does improv.
So posh. Look at him.
He's always been posh.
The moment I walked there, I was like, "This is a very posh place." Very, very low on the DEI index. You look in the retail the real estate place, or all the houses, tiny little things, £1 million. It was like, I should not be here. But neither should a lot of other people saw on the street. But yeah, he does like improv comedy, so it was really good. I liked it.
Oh, and also
the hotels there are like crazy. They're all like, this building was built in 1500s.
This is 1,000-year-old abbey, Roman ruins, and lots of pubs.
That's so cool.
It sounds really
it's
cool.
that old.
Mm-hmm. Everything was old. Yeah, they've got like, I don't know whether it was a church or a cathedral just across from the hotel that I stayed at. That
He's
was cool.
coming at you.
Look, Ross Noble is from Newcastle. Geordie, very common. but very funny. But also to the Vara's video bit, yeah, that I don't know whether I think I put that as a topic. I think I put it in the.
If not, I'll find it.
Yeah.
Saw, thanks for the 5. Coffee was just voted the best drink in the nation. It was an unfair vote. There were absentee ballots. Oh my God. I just really like that one.
I really quite like that, actually. Yeah.
I think
there you go, Saw. Good one. You got it.
I'm not sure that's funny, but it's clever enough to be funny.
I don't know who's harder to get to laugh, Disbrew or Vera.
Vera, I think.
Probably, actually, maybe, because after you get a couple in Disbrew, he'll laugh at something stupid.
Yeah.
After he has a few whiskey swigs.
Drunk me is just me, but with less filter.
Yeah.
Oh, no filter.
Ian, thank you for the 50. I thought Tech Neck was how Mark Zuckerberg ate apples from trees.
It's like Go-Go Gadget Neck. He's like, and then he turns into like a giraffe.
Such a good show, though.
And Shane for 2 says lower back and shoulders. You saw a lot of shoulders these last few weeks, Shane. I mean, the live Saucy, you've literally seen X-Ray kind of violate Disbrew.
I was like, excuse me.
Look at me.
Yeah, and I'm just like, can you imagine this situation the other way around? People would be disgusted.
My shoulders are exposed.
But that's what I mean. Like lower back, it's just because people don't see them. Anything that society doesn't see suddenly goes like, did you see her lower back? It was amazing. Like instantly.
Well, that's how it was back in, the whatever 1800s. If a woman showed her ankle or her wrist, it was like, oh, scandal.
It's my favorite, like, erotic description. And you should have seen her shapely ankle. And it was like, do you mean bony? Like, I don't even know who doesn't have a shapely ankle.
Curves and like cankles, okay?
But Brandon Sanderson did that in his Stormlight archive. In one of the cultures, the women wear they call it a safe hand. So they have like a bag on their hand, and then it becomes scandalous to show anyone one of their hands. So they always work with and they're always like the commoners, though, they need to work, so they put gloves on their hands, whereas the ladies, they have a bag because they couldn't work with it.
So weird.
It's very Victorian kind of inspired. That is kind of the stuff they do there.
Since Disbrew didn't start us off with something scandalous, I thought I would just scare you guys.
I thought Tech Deck was.
I guess a little bit, yeah.
He is weird.
This photo is so haunting. And you know what? I looked at it on my phone, and it does follow you. Like, if you have this up on your phone and you look, it literally is like he's following you. No matter what part of the room I stand in, his eyes follow me. But then the bottom was funny. Is it just me, or does he kind of look like the Ice Age baby? He does a little bit.
Oh my God.
It's the eyes. They just are like,
they're so light. They don't look normal. Is he okay?
Oops.
No, he's just a creepy person. So this was a video of him, right? This is him going on the Jennifer Hudson show. I don't know what that is.
I don't like this intro they do.
It's so weird. They like, I don't know, they gas them up by like, yeah, you're the man or you're the woman, and they sing some song. And if it's like someone who has a song, they do it to like a, I don't know. Like
I get that, because like I get all the American hype culture. I like it because they experience a level of hype that I physically am unable to biologically create in myself. So I find that endearing.
He's British.
But Simon Cowell,
though.
Simon Cowell is also British, and I've never seen somebody clap like this.
Oh no!
It's so weird.
Make it big.
Make it big.
What happens if oh, there we go. This is him.
He's so. My God.
I'm like, what is this?
What?
That is.
He's a seal.
Like why are his elbows in front of himself as he's like weirdly clapping?
Delicate looking clap ever. What is going on with him?
Combined
he's even
with
walking like a robot. Lil, you
can see like his weird face. Like he does not look like himself. He looks like a baboon's arse, but
he does.
His body looks so strange too. I haven't seen.
Did he have a stroke or something? Not like making fun of it at all.
No, he had facelifts. Look, I mean, he's got crow's feet at his eyes, not because of like wrinkles, but because his skin has been stretched out so far. It's the only way that it can reach the sides of his face.
He's AI before AI, Ian.
Look, can we see the scar? We can see the scar. That's where they pull it to. Look, there's a slit. They pull all the skin to your ear and they cut there. You can see
it's
his
so strange.
facelift.
But like, what is that? That's how I wonder.
That's why
I
it's
asked about, like,
shaved
a
look.
stroke, because he's like, sometimes people like when they have a stroke or something, they'll have something with their hands. But he's like, I don't even get that.
Oh
'cause
no,
No,
he's
he was just like a.
he's just very camp.
He's like,
He claps
I
with an
can't do
accent.
it.
He claps with a gay accent is the way it is. But that is why his sideburns don't grow there, because that skin is not meant to be where it is.
Interesting.
Very strange.
He should just shave all his beard
Oh my
hair
gosh.
there. It's,
Yeah, but-
it's so weird.
This, for an Englishman, would be the most awkward thing you've ever been through in your life. I
For
can't
any
imagine walking
background.
down a hallway of people cheering you.
No, dude,
It's
the next
just
time. The next time we're all together, all the girls got to get together and cheer just Rue when he comes into
It's
the room.
just weird. It's like that much attention combined with, what are you doing? Like, please have some standards, people.
I love how at the meetup, and this was recorded on Saucy Live before we walked in. This Rue was like, "I'm gonna make it into the building this time," and he didn't even.
I didn't even make it into the entrance.
So
Wait,
this
last-
year.
last year, you sat at the table inside the entrance, right?
Yeah, he was right at the entrance, and this time he was outside.
I regretted it because it was behind a speaker. I actually much preferred this year's where I'm outside, so I don't have all the music and
Well,
stuff.
that place is really loud. It's very
I don't
loud.
like
It's
how
hard.
loud it is. Yeah.
No, it's hard to have a conversation there, and the
Yeah, it
turnout
was
was
actually
great,
much-
but it was. I prefer outside. Like, I either go outside upstairs when I'm at that meetup, or just stay outside downstairs.
That's
Like,
where I was planning on heading. People were like, you should have just gone upstairs last time. But I prefer the outside. The only thing with that is I'm like,
they do.
are people inside that don't know everyone else is outside? Because I only found out later that everyone else had also done the same idea of just be outside, it's better.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was unfortunate that one place didn't work out, but the Coconut Club, like, props to them for taking that amount of people at last minute.
I just
Mhm.
wish they would play the music just quieter.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just close down the place to everyone else and just have the people here. There was
I don't know
I
how all
found-
that stuff is run, like I don't know whether it's privately owned or universal.
It's all universal.
It's Universal. Like, it might be like privately managed, but Universal at least gets like a piece of it. You know what I mean?
Well, I could understand. Yeah, but what I meant is, like, do they rent from Universal or is it a private business?
they
Because if
probably
it's
rent.
Universal, I could understand. They're like, no, we want everything to be standardized all the time, so people coming in know what they expect, they get what they want.
Yeah.
Because it does feel like with Universal, more than well, not just Universal, but the parks in general, more of it is centered around locals than I expected. Like, they give them discounts and stuff to try and get them in. It becomes like a general social hub for
Yeah.
local people.
Yeah. Can confirm as one. I love that they give discounts, and it's smart that they do that, because you get the tourists at certain points, but you have the locals here all year round, so that makes
Yeah.
they make more money. So I'm so glad they do that. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I wish we all would have had more
Innocent.
time. I know. Okay, what's the next topic here? So, have you guys all heard about KitKat?
Oh, I have
great-
loads of
Uh-huh.
KitKat.
great
I have an entire
heist
KitKat
of
section.
2026.
It's got a
So-
Kit Kat and nut section.
Unfortunately, didn't have one that combined the two. That would have been cool. It's like, no, put a Kit Kat in Coca-Cola.
KitKat has launched a stolen KitKat tracker to let you know if your bar is one of the 12 tons of stolen
That's a
snacks.
lot of
That's like, I
chocolate.
wonder. It's like, what were
I
they
think it's one
thinking?
truck though. I'm not sure this is as massive as it sounds just by tonnage.
And
Because they
was
said it wouldn't even
between-
influence supply.
It was it leaving Italy or going to Italy? Because everyone made obviously like the mob jokes, like they had something to
It
do
would
with
be
it.
the mafia. Yeah.
It would be them. Us Italians, we love our chocolate. But so I thought it was funny. I know you have loads because all of the companies that were saying like didn't Domino's, they had something like, we have a new Kit Kat pizza.
think of
then they had
Five
to
of the
like,
different ones. Because
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want 30 of the same memes, but I do have some of the memes.
yeah, because Domino's shared something like, yeah, if you have them, you can pull them up.
A lot of bars though, to be fair, and I mean that's how much money like what was it, 400,000 Kit Kats stolen. So if Kit Kats are what, $2 each Canadian, that's almost 800,000 Canadian.
Just pay attention. This is how many tabs I had last week for the Japanese invasion.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You crazy.
He has a bunch of tabs up, but each tab in itself has more tabs. It's just like an endless.
Well, yeah, these are like groups. You had Japanese Invasion, the drama, the big nut psyop. I was like, if anyone sees that, I'm going to have to explain it.
It's actually discourse spank bank.
Yeah, well, at first, I genuinely was just going to type it big nut. I was like, I can't do that on a stream. People will just immediately get the wrong idea. So I was like, psyop. But yeah, so we had the local coffee shop now selling KitKats. Don't ask why. Then we had the Artemis 2, the ultimate getaway vehicle. And it just loaded up with them. We're going to the moon, folks. I think we can colonize it. We had the Rails of Sheffield. They do like toy railways and stuff for this.
That's adorbs.
Just a completely normal model railway, but now we can ship it to the world. The Outback Steakhouse.
That looks good.
It's a blooming Kit Kat. All I know about this is that Rhino keeps saying a blooming onion isn't Australian.
Yeah, I've heard that. It's not a thing. The Outback Steakhouse, I don't think there's much about that that's actually Australian. It's just a steakhouse franchise.
I've never even heard of a blooming onion except for Rhino denying that it exists in Australia.
We have them at the festivals all the time, and they're kind of gross because it's really like whatever oil they use is nasty, in my opinion.
Over here, it's always Foster's, the beer. They advertise themselves as Australia, and it's always like, your best mates will be Australian, and they're solving advice. Like, I've got girlfriend troubles. What should you do? Throw a crocodile at her or something like that.
Drink a Foster's and throw a crocodile at
then there was the Fast and Furious AI videos that came out.
It. Oh my god.
Because when I heard this, Fast and Furious was my first thought. It's the only way we can steal from these people.
Now all I'm thinking about is that Fast and Furious part where he goes underneath the truck, and I'm like, that's impossible. I've seen trucks and I've seen cars. It's never happening.
What about the scene where she's like flying across the highway and he's like and grabs her like a superhero? Man,
I mean, that's the crazy part. Like the first maybe two, but definitely the first movie. It's like, okay, I could see that happening, and then it just no, those are just like superhuman now.
Yeah. There was a few though. Yeah, there was from the companies. I think every company came out. It's like they all got the same memo. We're all gonna say we stole this, and then it was just like, it's on pizza, it's in KFC. We're only doing fried Kit Kats now. Everyone got involved, and I kind of like all the different like Twitter accounts from all the different companies just portraying their own persona of like. Some of them insult the customers, or they do the good customer stuff, but they all kind of just laugh about things.
It's like Wendy's, the Twitter account. I love the Wendy's Twitter account.
I was to say, they didn't chime in on this, did they?
I don't know.
Which is surprising because
imagine
they're always
a Kit Kat Frosty.
Yeah. You know, I feel like now I have to get a Frosty and like put Kit Kats in it or something.
Let's see. Did
I'll
they?
save it for the next time I'm with X-Ray, and we'll
I mean, here's one of them. When I was searching for Wendy's, apparently Cracker Barrel had to go at it. It's like, no, we've got help us find them. No.
I wonder, do you think? Because I don't know. The world is crazy, so I guess I could believe it. But it's kind of strange to think that someone's like, you know what we're gonna do tonight? We're gonna go rob the Kit Kat truck that goes down the street, like, and they just rob Kit Kats. Like, for what reason? Because like you're not gonna really resell them or anything.
Oh, can you imagine a guy with a coat order like a Kit Kat?
Yeah, exactly. I got some Kit Kats. What flavor you want? So do you think Kit Kat did this as like a marketing stunt to, like, you know what I mean? Because obviously everyone's talking about it. I mean, you get these other big companies that are like, it's like free promotion kind of.
It's definitely a possibility, because I know when Sydney Sweeney did her underwear thing with the Hollywood sign, that was not like an illegal thing. She got like probably the permission to do that.
Yeah. She made it look like it was illegal at first, and everyone was talking about it because of that.
Yeah. Is it a good marketing ploy? Yes. If it was their own. If they lost 400,000 Kit Kats, that's dumb. It
Just
sucks.
mid-conversation talking about Sydney Sweeney. I don't know whether you saw this. Finally watching Euphoria. I'm on season 2. The way they exploited Sweeney Todd's breast is egregious. My goodness, they damn near need to be credited separately for the screen time. And Mauler just went, they exploited Sweeney Todd's.
Sweeney
And I went, is that how he lured people into pies? At least they died happy.
The murderous barber.
smothered by
holy
boobs.
crap.
I was like, yeah, the guy with the
Hilarious.
cutthroat razor was in Euphoria.
The thing is, she wants them out there. This season that's coming out soon, she's basically an OF girl.
Yeah. So I
Well,
don't know
the
if
only
you guys-
reason that she isn't, I think, is because she makes more in movies and through sponsorships, and she would lose the business sponsorships if she went that way.
Oh yeah. I mean, she basically did a more legal version of bathwater. Make it make sense.
I mean,
Well, do you know why
yeah.
the original girl stopped selling the bathwater?
Oh, I don't
It
know.
was because it was a biohazard. Baldalphine. So what she did, she was selling it via PayPal. PayPal were tagging her as it was a biohazard every single payment. So she was losing more in fines to PayPal than she was making on the bathwater. So she logged into PayPal to find a massive negative balance for every single one she sold. Wait, it just got
Is she
eradicated.
even still around? I mean,
I
not that
imagine so. I can't imagine that she'd ever want to take up a real job after that. Speaking of someone that doesn't do a real job.
it's so weird. So I my bank was like every 5 years they get you to do that like survey just to make sure your information is up to date. And I could not find like what I do on that list of jobs.
You just kind of, you're like, I think it could probably come under that, I guess. Yeah.
technically, you could probably put like that you work for Google because YouTube. You know what I
No,
mean?
you're not an employee. No, Google
No?
would have a problem with you even trying to
Oh.
claim that. Yeah, that because that would come under like various different liabilities and stuff.
Yeah,
You're
I know.
essentially
sometimes it's hard to find
self-employed,
that.
just trying to work out the industry.
Yeah, self-employed is usually what I do. Yeah, but I get what she means. Because like, what do you point like actually put if they want
for
like
tax
a
purposes.
yeah.
It's very fun explaining to someone what I do. I always say I just like to
Do
normie
office
people.
work.
I do administrative work
Yeah,
for a
yes.
YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my issue is like, fine, I don't mind your average guy in the street saying to him whatever he explains, but when you're in like border crossing, it's like, well, I don't want to lie to you, and so I'm just gonna be entirely honest. I'm gonna say what exactly think, and then you can find out what on earth you want to put down on the form because I have no idea.
Oh, yeah. And your border stories are always so fun.
Well, my last
were-
one was fine,
it
except
okay?
for the fact that I left water in my bag. And the water was from the last time that I traveled to America, where the plane gave me water on the way back. I put
you
it in my
forgot.
bag. I never used that bag again until I travel.
Oh
and
my
then it
gosh.
just stayed in there.
You
and I
forgot
forgot
that
it
you
was in a
had it.
pocket. I never even checked. I don't pack. And then, of course, it got pulled out
What
of
a
the
guy
security
thing.
line. Straight, you forgot this bag. You forgot this water. I'm like, no, I emptied it. Look. And I showed her the empty bottle. She went, no. It's like,
Not
well,
this
where is
one.
it? You will just open the bag. I will be the one that searches through it. I'm like, gee, okay, whatever. I'm not going to kick up a fuss against security. I'll just...
What's up, Andy? You know what? Well, Andy's here. I want to show. I don't think X-Ray and Disprue saw this. I have my own figure.
It's so cute.
Right,
That's
Andy
like
made
taller than
this.
you.
It is a little bit.
It's
No,
so
but
cute.
it's Pirate Queen, and even the sword is even like an actual sword, like a shark.
Oh, you've got your own handgun. You've got your own musket.
Yeah, I'm a
Love it.
pirate
I
queen.
love
It,
it.
actually, it looks like me. He did such a good job. Thanks
Can you,
again,
can you show
Andy.
the musket?
He's like, that's what I care about.
No, the
gun.
gun, yeah.
The gun.
That is cool.
It is cool. He even gave me different hands and stuff. I can like it's a legit. And you want to know what's funny? I have these boots too. So good job, Andy. I love this so much. Shout out. He makes these himself. He's done a few for other people as well. Very good.
The design of that is what TV shows don't realize, that it simultaneously mixes like traditional pirate stuff with what would look good on TV. So I'm sure those boots weren't actually what pirates actually used. but it looks better on the model, and so it's like followed the rule of cool. And that's what TV needs to go. The rule of cool is like one of the most important ones.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right, let's get a couple supers and then we'll move on. John Wayne, thank you for the 5. Some advice from someone who suffered debilitating nerve pain from a herniated disc. Ouch. Take care of your neck and take care of your back. That is some very good advice. Sorry you had to deal with that. Ouch.
I don't do either. I just really hope I don't, no offense, end up with a herniated disc.
Well, no, I don't think he would
I
wish
can
that on
imagine the
anybody.
pain.
Yeah. Mongoose for £2, dim sum bun for the win.
I said that because someone's like, "Why did you change your name back?" I'm like, "I'll change it to dim sum bun if someone super chats it." And then
I think I remember the conversation roughly at the end of the other stream. It was like, "No, you should keep it," and then you did. I was amazed. Like, no one will know what this is. Yeah, but funny though.
Ken, thanks for being a member for 20 months, almost 2 years. Evening, gorgeous ladies, X-raying wicked and handsome, Disparu. I was waiting for that. I was waiting. He does it every time.
Yeah, it's like I always appreciate someone able to lie.
Oh,
he does that, and then I always love the see ya.
Thank you for the $4.99. Disparu, if an orphan with erectile dysfunction, it wouldn't let you type that, is told to go hard or
like,
go home.
What is the other use for that word?
True. Which one does he choose? This is strictly for you, Disparu.
I mean, he would choose, obviously, to stay in the country. I would prefer he went home. I'm assuming it's a foreign orphan. That's my problem. Like, is it a local orphan or a foreign orphan? This matters. Like, where is home?
Duke Devil for 5. Thank you. Since you're all here this week, great to see you at MegaCon.
Yeah.
What is the dim sum bun thing? Think I heard it on BBC this week. Where did it come from?
It came from this stream last week.
Yeah.
Someone super chatted something about like calling me a dim sum bun, like in a complimentary way, and I'm like, you know what, we're gonna go with this. That's my name now.
Yeah. You like changed your name on StreamYard, but for anyone who doesn't know how StreamYard works, it stays the same. Like, you log in with the same account, your name stays, everything.
Whatever.
So if you change it for one stream and forget, including your profile picture, everyone else just sees it in the next one.
So Sunday rolls around, and I remember saying this, I'm gonna forget, and I totally forgot. On Forbidden Frontier.
Jason Webster, thank you for the Australian 5. Hi, fantabulous X-ray girl, savvy, wicked virtue, and whirlwind Disparu. Hi, Jason. And I'll say it correctly so Disparu doesn't lose it this week. Phil McCracken has been a member for 2 months. Thank you. Happy Easter, everyone. Yes. Disparu, have you told the girls about how a Brit made a bathtub a Navy vessel? Do tell, please.
I haven't. I don't think I've ever brought that up.
Do you know? Like, what is it? Is it a big story over there?
No. I'm assuming it's not like a World War thing. I mean, I know... Bathtub and Navy vessel? I don't even know what to search for.
He doesn't know it either. I don't know.
Oh, there you go. He
said you don't know?
No. Can you give me, like, more details so I can at least search for it? Because...
It's a comedy story.
American company. By who? Like, this is one of those things, someone gives you a piece of information, it's like, do I need to ask the next 100 questions to find out what you're talking about? Or you can just give me the information I need to find it. I touched bathtub and Navy vessel, and everything's just like, yeah, but America. Google is an American company. You're going to have to be more specific.
Yeah.
Also, was the KitKat thing last week?
Yeah.
It was last week, I think, on
okay,
like,
this explains
the
it.
Week, right?
It's because I have like a random... I scrolled back further in my sort of Saucy Saturdays bookmarks, and I found more of the companies that did it. For instance, this was... You may remember from Back to the Future.
Oh, here we go, real quick. British comedian and adventurer Tom Fitzhemming Hingham, famously turned a copper
Well,
Victorian bathtub into a
Can you
seaworthy
leave that on the
vessel to
screen
cross.
and share
Yeah.
this, and then we'll search it afterwards?
Yes.
Because this
Well,
is the
I'll
DeLorean
star
had
it.
nothing
I'll
to
star it.
do with this.
Oh
That is
my
literally
god.
just Back to the Future with KitKats.
Oh hell yeah. Bring me some KitKats. I would love some KitKats from back in the day, the 90s KitKat, because obviously, as I said earlier, FDA allows you to put so much crap in candy.
Yeah.
Can you bring up the last?
Yeah,
super
here you
chat?
go.
Yeah, it's. I look. You're saying British comedian, and then you're talking about someone whose name is Fitzhigham.
That doesn't sound like a real name. Also, is this like Hot Tub Time Machine or
Best
something?
it's Irish, right? Like that is not.
Why should we stop saying KitKat? I love KitKats.
Immediately, someone said, "I rode the English Channel in a bathtub."
What year
But
was
why?
this? Yeah, and
like,
why?
is this guy just an idiot?
I mean, if he made it work, is he an idiot or a genius?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Shall we find out together?
Yes, let's do it.
I rode the English Channel in a bathtub, so there I am, rowing in front of the tanker as fast as I can. My only thought is I'm about to die. I'm about to get killed in the English Channel in a third of a copper bathtub. Who was the right of way? But
What does he have
why,
in
though? No, I'm not going to imagine. The fast ever, I don't care. 500 meters long. I'm in a bathtub. I don't care. I thought someone should row in the English Channel in a bathtub. Why? This is literally like there's a guy. Oh, what is it? He did Google Whack Adventure, and he went around the country visiting people to shake their hands based off one guy at a drunken bar going, "Bet you can't do that." Dave Gorman. He wanted to meet like 100 people in a Google Whack in a line called Dave Gorman, and he was just like, "Yeah, I'll do random challenges." That's right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm in a bathtub. Or does this read like AI in 2017? They're huge. There's tankers in the bathtub. I wrote to the French government.
This doesn't seem
I'm in a
real.
bath. Now I thought to myself, the initiative test, what we're going to do, gentlemen, how long is this article? Why does it keep going on? Is this just some random ad? There was total silence. Do you want me to scrub your back?
This is a psyop.
Big nuts after me again. That's what's happening here. I'm not going to nut to a guy in a
Big nut edit
bathtub.
again.
Were there peanuts in the bathtub? We need to know. Does it make you lighter?
Oh no, I just closed the tab.
I'm definitely gonna try that though. I don't know if I might have some
What,
bourbon. I
rubbing the
don't
channel in a
know.
bathtub? I wouldn't.
Well, no, I'm gonna get peanuts, bourbon, and a Coke. And we're gonna drink that
Oh.
tomorrow. At least me and X, or next week. At least me and X-ray will do it. We'll let you know if it's
Well,
any
I
good.
think I have peanuts. I have Coke Zero, and I don't have bourbon, but I have whiskey, so I can make the drink.
I think
So
I might
this-
have bourbon because I needed it for cooking. So
This is the worst insult I've ever received in my entire life. In the UK, vomit after a hangover
I
is considered the
saw that.
best breakfast.
That
Ew,
is-
what?
Do they eat the vomit? Is that what he's insinuating, or she's insinuating?
No, they're like, yes, if you
think that's
vomit after a
NAI.
hangover and eat it, that is the best breakfast food available in
That is
England.
disgusting. No, why would you want to have the
It-
the acid in your stomach on your teeth? That's disgusting. Oh, look.
That's the point, though. I was like, the Japanese are amazing. This is when I love the Japanese. I'd always liked anime. This is when I like them as people. They came up with one of the best insults I've ever heard in my entire life.
Okay, I kind of want to
Coke
go
probably
and
does
get
taste different.
peanuts now. Should I?
I don't think I have any.
It's like, if you have them in the house, sure. If it means
I know I don't
going
have any
out for a
Coke.
drive,
I'm gonna
I'd
go.
probably
I'm gonna
wait.
go. I'll be
She's
right
like-
back.
She's like, I'll be right back, and then an hour later, she's like, okay, I got this
Do-
stuff.
Does she realize she needs Coke as well? It's
I have
like-
Coke
She has
Zero.
some.
It's not the same as Coke, but I'll try.
I
Did
can't
you know
do it.
that
I
the
don't have
Japanese
any
call
soda.
them butter peanuts? I don't know why. There's no
Butter-
butter involved.
There isn't, unless they.
No.
I
But
don't
their
know.
bags say butter peanuts in them in English,
Well, you know
along with
what?
Japanese.
Well, disproves or not disprove. Wow. Well, X-rays away.
It's easy to get us confused.
I know you guys look so.
Let's be honest,
similar,
the
I
only
get-
difference between us is if I've got a bigger chest.
Get some soup.
She's not here. It's fine. She'll never know.
She'll never know until Mongoose clips this and sends it to her. Jason Webster, thank you for another Australian 5. K-drama Climax has become a global hit in Chinese.
I'm sorry. You can't call a show Climax for the English audience. You can't. It doesn't work.
That's what it's called?
I hope
Same
so.
in America.
Because otherwise, it's just like, did you see this Climax show? It's like, wait, that's too much information.
Chinese wuxia drama Pursuit of Jade is breaking records. See, just reason I even look at this up.
K-drama Climax.
Oh, no,
No, I was looking like, do I want to bring up my Chinese tab?
He has a Chinese tab.
I do.
Well,
it's something that I need your advice for, but I was like, no, I need to consult two ladies for this at the same time to decide, is this something they would be happy with or not if a guy suggested it to them?
well,
Climax is a South Korean political survival noir.
Huh. Interesting.
Via Disney Plus. Disney Plus seems to be getting more and more of this stuff.
Yeah.
Might actually be worth subscribing to them for a bit.
Yeah, possibly. Jason Webster, thanks for another 2. Foster's is kangaroo pee masquerading as beer. I've heard that it's not good. I've never had it, but I heard it's awful.
I'm surprised they don't drink it more then.
Have you ever tried it, Disbrew? Or extra?
I have tried
beer?
Foster's in my student days. I
It was
didn't like it,
awful.
but I also don't like
Foster's.
Stella and stuff. So I find Foster's and Stella are pretty
Is
similar.
there any beer that you do like?
Desperados.
I've never had that. I should try
It's
it.
got tequila flavoring. That's why I like it.
Ooh.
I don't have peanuts. I don't
Aw.
have cashews.
We'll do it next week.
I don't think that works. Yeah.
No.
Everyone was very
No.
specific. It's the salt and the peanuts that go together with the Coke that
I
makes
mean,
it
I
work.
can add salt, but yeah, no peanuts. Wait,
It-
does it have to be cooked? Like the
No,
I don't
you
think
just put
so.
peanuts in Coke.
raw peanuts or
Just
Probably
salted
raw.
peanuts in Coke.
Yeah. I would think probably raw.
Well,
Oh,
I don't know
do
what you mean by
like
raw. I mean, all peanuts are roasted in the first place.
No, you can get raw peanuts.
All our peanuts are roasted.
Russell Hall for 2. It would be extremely illegal to fake a heist. Yeah, but what if they don't get caught? Yeah, I don't
Mhm.
know. I'm just saying, like, for marketing, this ended up working for them. I know they lost
Well,
12 tons of, unless they didn't, 12
They
tons
lost.
of, they lost 12 tons of KitKats, but they're getting a lot of free publicity. And you know what? I wonder if people are going to try and get them to like scan them and see like the number, like, and see
oh
if
no,
got
they
one of
came
the
out with
illegal
that of
ones.
April Fools. I tried to find it. On April 1st, they came out with, we've now got a website where you can put the serial number in to check if you have a Kit Kat that was stolen. And
So it
comes
was
up one of
all
the
an
numbers.
April Fool's joke, the entire thing.
No, I think the actual website's probably an April Fools. but
Probably.
But the
Mo says
actual
that Smithwick's
stolen.
good stuff.
I'm sure it was stopped. People steal trucks more than you'd expect.
Yeah.
or
What is this,
steal out
the
the back
Wild
of them.
West?
I'm gonna have to try that. I'll try Smithwick's. Okay. Anyways.
Okay, well, if you
let's-
finish, hang on, I've got the Chinese
I have
thing.
finished. Yes.
Would you two be
Hey,
happy
that's
with
not-
this as a first date? Couples in China have started doing food deliveries together instead of dates. One of the couple will be driving while the other deals with the customers.
I mean, they're
That's
making
just
money.
That's a business decision at that rate.
That's a business.
Well, no, this is
decision, yeah.
specifically instead of doing dates. This is either we find it romantic because she gets to be around food and he gets to drive, which is kind of
And they make
traditional
money.
gender roles, or they just desperately need to work every single hour of the day, and this is a coping mechanism.
Who
It's
knows?
coping
They were worked to the bone at the Nike factory, so even when they're dating, they need to work.
Well, I also think this is another psyop of Big Nut. It's like, no, you should be working 24 hours a day. You even need to nut on the move.
All right, so let's get this Brian Cox thing out of the way.
Wait. Okay.
Wait, you
before
got
we do
something
that-
else first?
Before we do that, no. Would you rather do the walk in the park date / coffee date or Uber together for a first date?
Uber to
Okay.
what?
If you
Like-
were like if you
like-
were driving the Uber, right, and you had your date like in the passenger side, that you could still kind of maybe have a fun date and but also make money.
Like
I don't know
Uber
about that
Eats?
as a yeah, I don't know about
Oh,
that
no,
as like a first date, but I mean,
Which would you rather though? Like
I'm
Uber
fine with the
Eats
coffee
or
stuff. The
coffee?
I
coffee
would
stuff
prefer-
and walking.
yeah.
I think the coffee stuff and walking has more benefits, especially as
too.
it filters out a load of women that you don't want to be with. Like the same ones that would go, I'm surprised I can't order $500 worth of restaurant meals, the same one you don't want to be with. So I think if they have a problem with the coffee date, they have a problem with everything else. Whereas I can understand on a first date someone not wanting to join you as an Uber worker.
Yeah,
not for a
I mean, I
first
would
date,
want to
but
do it.
But if you're already like in a relationship, why not? Like, let's make some money and maybe stop and you can get coffee and like, you do something in between. But first date, I don't know about that.
Yeah, if you're already together, I could understand that. Change the answers.
Yeah,
But
but
first
not
date-
a first date. No.
A first date, I think you would filter out actually good people, whereas I think a coffee date only filters out bad people.
Yeah, true. Okay, well, I actually don't know anything about this. Disparu put this in the group chat. So Brian Cox apparently is just like dragging everybody. He says Tarantino, he drags Tarantino and says that Jeremy Strong has begged me to stop discussing his method acting and disses America for not liking women. This patriarchy is an effing mess.
Now, if you click through to the article, he goes after. I'm hoping they have everybody in this one because I've seen other people.
Oh,
like I know he
okay.
goes after Johnny Depp and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, there was another one that you put up that said that, but it wasn't the. What will I like? This guy sounds familiar. Is he a director?
He's an
Or
actor.
an
I
act-
think.
He's an actor. Oh, he does look familiar, but I can't like.
He just looks like typical old white guy.
Exactly. I have to look up and see what he's in. Okay, so
No,
let's
he
see.
was more famous. It's one of those things I have to look up his IMDb to
He
find out
spoke
what
out
he's actually
against
in.
method acting. There's nothing wrong with method acting, especially if it's done
works for some
properly.
people.
It works for some people, yeah.
There's a few people against method acting, like whatever her face was
Uh,
from
Batman.
Kristen Stewart is like method acting is a male's way to actually reclaim some agency because acting is an innately feminine work.
It's because
Like,
she can't
She's
act.
just a deluded lunatic.
She can't act. All she does is bite her lip and put her hair behind her. Like she's not a good actor.
She's so lucky that Twilight happened. That was like the
Yes.
one role she was made for, and she still is making money off of it.
Well, she's related to Martha Stewart too, right? Like I don't know, is that her granddaughter or something? Someone in chat let me know. But she's kind
I
of
have no idea.
I don't
She
know.
was just
She
A nepo
is.
baby.
That's what I mean, and that makes sense. It's like it definitely makes sense because why else would she be cast in some like I don't know if they knew Twilight was going to be as big as it was, probably not. But she can't act, man. Like what?
So
She can't do
Brian Cox
anything
has
else
been
but
in
that.
248 different pieces of work.
him?
So yeah, that's why you know him.
Let's see. He came at Edward Norton, who I'd say he's a pretty good actor. I mean, it depends.
Yeah. Ian
Ian
McKellen,
wow.
also a good actor.
Kevin Spacey.
Also a good actor. What?
This guy just kind of
Yeah,
sounds like a
well,
hater.
He said he turned down Pirates of the Caribbean franchise and was relieved to do so because Johnny Depp is so overblown.
Oh, shut up. Here it is. Yeah, he calls the actor in a new profile. Says Johnny Depp so overblown, so overrated. Edward Norton is a pain in the butt, and Ian McKellen's acting is not to my taste. Oh, well, aren't you just so...
It's not for you specifically. It's for a generalized audience.
yeah, I love Margot Robbie's in here. Is this the one that maybe you were thinking of where he comes at more people? He comes
No,
at
I'm
Margot
on the
too?
variety
That's a
one. I think you
title.
just scrolled past it.
Did I?
Cox said he
Right
later
here?
regretted Shade. Yeah, it's above that. And was just being harsh. And added, "You go for the easy joke. I went for the easy joke. That's what happened. I sort of regretted it."
Huh.
Yeah, Jeremy Strong, Daniel Day-Lewis. Times of London asked if he reached out to Day-Lewis. He went, "No, I haven't because I've got nothing to do with Daniel Day-Lewis." So he only even he just offends everybody, then only apologizes to some people that he likes, and he's like, "No, I'll keep that one."
Yeah. Jealousy is
looking-
a fickle thing.
He's been
But
in a lot of movies, but right now I don't recognize any of these except for Electric State, but I didn't even watch that.
Electric
just-
State
that was
sucked.
And I
Oh
heard it
my
was
God.
awful. I heard it was awful. That's the only one I
Yeah.
recognize, and I still didn't even see that one.
And now they're doing the next Marvel movie. So the Russo brothers, yeah, when they're outside Marvel, aren't big hits. But he did say he puts the US on blast. In America, they don't like women. They won't let a woman be president. I like how that's the bar. Like, if a woman hasn't been present, you just hate women. Like, it's either all or nothing. You either get dominated by them or you hate them. Is the only possible future.
Oh,
Look what happened to
campaign.
Hillary.
Why not both?
Rise of the
The
Planet
pa-
of the Apes.
The
Okay, there's a
patriarchy
few.
is invasive and it's insidious. It's hard to throw off. I think the patriarchy is a mess. It's the patriarchy that got us into the position, and we won't learn the lesson. I say, just give it over to women. And I always find it interesting how men like him that are just about to die are like, yeah, you know, I think we should just destroy the world for everybody else. It's like, no, thanks. I think we can not listen to you anymore. It's fine.
Once I go down like 2007 and later, I recognize a few, but after that, that's where I don't really recognize anything that he's been in, like
He's been in
X2, Red Eye, The Ring, Born Identity, The Rookie. Like, there's a few I recognize. That's why he looks familiar, but it's like he hasn't done anything that I've watched, at least in the last like 20 years. So that's why I'm not really recognizing him. But yeah,
I think he is a
been in
household
lot.
name still.
Yeah.
I think, even if not like by his name, I think most people would recognize him if they saw his face, even if they didn't know where it was from.
Yeah, exactly. Ian, thank you for the 50. Brian Cox was good in the first Super Troopers film. Otherwise, he is a useless Dundonian.
Yeah.
What does that word mean?
I
No.
Yeah.
Dundonian definition.
A native or inhabitant of Dundee, Scotland. It's a Scottish insult. No one will know it.
Oh,
Okay.
so he's you.
I'm
Hey, I
not
like
from
that.
Dundee.
No. I meant Ian.
I don't know where from Scotland Ian comes from. I'm assuming it's not Dundee, considering he's insulting
Everywhere.
them. It's like me insulting Brummies. It's like,
Russell, thank you for another 2. If bathwater is a biohazard, that's what's a fart in a jar.
It's definitely
Well-
a biohazard.
it was PayPal though that took issue with it, and I don't know. There was that story of a guy that tested it for DNA, and people were drinking it and stuff. So
Ooh.
Yuck. Yeah.
Gross.
Ew.
Gross.
I
the
mean,
guy that tested for
are we
DNA didn't find any
surprised,
human
though?
DNA in it though.
So she did. It wasn't even her. She probably just got it from the sink.
Well,
She
I
wasn't
imagine
in
like
there.
how many cells can you lose in a piece of bathwater that you're going to capture one in a jar? You know,
True.
could just been an unlucky lot. But I also, given the Brian Cox comments and what I started out with, I think this advice is useful for people.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love this guy.
Yeah, he's decided to give us advice for straight men that just gay men can't hear.
Can't hear it.
I can't hear it.
It's muted.
This
It's
person's
not
just
muted.
laughing.
Look, it's not muted. It's full volume.
Oh,
Oh!
Is it?
that's the joke.
Like, it's not my fault that you just fall into the latter group, you know? I think it was good advice for everybody. I think we can all benefit from that. You make you far more successful.
I love this
I am
guy.
a gay man confirmed. There we go.
Yes, confirmed.
One day I'll find my peen.
There was a woman that kept getting like bulges when she hit teenage years. Didn't know what it was. Thought like, what is happening to me?
Does she have a pee hidden under her?
Yes, they scanned her. She was like one of those twins where you have like bits of both people, and essentially she had an extra body part inside her, and her skin would like bulge. There's loads of weird things.
I wonder how long it was, just out of curiosity.
I don't know. I don't want to know. I think that's weird for everybody. It's like, well, I thought
I'm so weird about that sort of stuff, though. God. It's not scary. It's not technically a hermaphrodite if it's not her personal DNA, if she absorbed a twin.
I don't know. I mean, you've got both body parts. I mean,
That
these are the kind of deep
I would have
philosophical
to-
questions that I think we need to ponder. So there's also this one. There was a woman that went with both identical twins separately within 4 days, and then wanted to know who the father was.
Yeah, no, but okay, so I've always said this, if two twins marry each other, two sets of twins, technically, biologically speaking, their children are genetically sisters and brothers. But you do have DNA that gets affected while you're, full grown, living life and all that. So that does get passed down to your kids too. I forgot what it's called. Epigenetic effects.
I think it's one of those philosophical ones that basically proves there's more to people than just DNA. Because everyone would go, no, clearly there's a father. They could be identical. They could have everything about science could prove that these people are exactly the same and indistinguishable. But we know there is something more to that, and even she did, which is why the court was trying to decide it in the first place.
Why would you get with twins, you dumb?
What if she couldn't tell?
Well, that is insidious of the
dark.
second twin then.
That's dark,
at that
yeah.
rate.
From her perspective, it makes sense, right? She's attracted to one, she would be attracted to the other one.
Absolutely. But if the second twin, who is not her boyfriend, husband, or whatever it is, unless both of them were just like casually seeing her, I don't know. I need to know more.
This is why you need to apply permanent marker. There has to be, you just have to keep applying it. You have to make them mark them so you can tell the difference. What if one of them turns evil?
Well, then you'll never know. Maybe the evil twin put the permanent marker on themselves to make it seem like their original twin.
I'm applying the marker. If I had a twin, I'm applying the marker. It's like, if he commits a crime, I don't want to be arrested for it. I'm like, no, it was a guy with a big square on his face. Well, I've clearly got a triangle.
Yeah.
It's different.
Discourse like, I'm burning all my fingertips.
Oh my gosh. Andrew, thank you for the £5. Quad amputee pro cornhole player shot his passenger
I saw this.
while he was driving and asked the other passengers to dump the body. My question is just how?
Oh, there's a video of him shooting a gun. He can do it with his nubby arms. So shooting is not the problem. I would think dumping the body would be the difficult part. Plus, if he's in a car that's modified for his body, even though he has like shortened limbs, he can drive. I mean, Teslas, they self-drive.
True. Russell Hall, thank you for the 2. Is the figure autonomically correct?
Which figure?
Oh my god.
Oh, your
Wicked.
figure.
The world may never know.
It's like, how much effort did he really go to?
Just say yes.
Yes.
2 penny puppet for 5. I've been driving a truck for years. 12 tons of KitKats would be about 10 skids. That's a full box truck or a semi truck that's almost half full. Okay. It just seems like so much, because KitKats are so light and tiny. So it's like, how many for it to be 12 tons? That just seems like quite a bit. But,
But
again,
it was because they said
small.
it wouldn't affect supply. So you're like, well, it can't be that much.
Yeah.
And how on earth are they going to take it, right? They probably found it at like some rest stop somewhere with no driver in. Because that's one of the issues I've always thought with those big trucks, because a lot of them just have like fabric on the side. So you could easily just cut your way in. The only reason I think it's not done more is just because it's on a pallet. How on earth are you going to get stuff away from it?
True. Patriotic, thank you for the 20. Hail to my favorite harem podcast. 1 male, 2 or more females. Archcast harem is a close
the definition?
second.
I would have thought you'd require at least more.
Or is it haram?
Harem?
Or
Harem,
No,
right?
haram means against Islam. Harem
Yeah.
means one man to multiple women.
Yeah.
A harem is what like kings and things used to have.
No, but
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Is it?
He called you a king.
H-A-R-E-M?
No,
Is harem?
I don't know the correct spelling of the thing, but he did mean harem.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There you go. Okay. Sorry, that's why I was confused.
Okay, so yeah, a harem is either a double E or a single E, but it's not an A.
Well, that's what he meant. We know what you meant.
Okay, that's what I was trying to. Yeah. Anyways, my bad.
To Dem Bun's son.
Isn't that a song?
Probably.
Faux for 10. Everyone take a shot or refill your glass.
Oh, you used the second name.
What?
Q.
Oh, poke you?
Oh my god.
Over my
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so
We're not
sorry.
saying it next time because it's so funny. It's really funny. Sometimes I just use the first name, but that one needed a correct full.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were gonna just say it right there. I thought
They've
you were
even
gonna
made,
process
like,
it.
No, say the full thing.
They've even made like a face in the middle with the underscore.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. And Schick for 199 says vomit and beans on toast are similar to screw.
No, they're not.
Everyone
that tastes beans on toast likes it. That's
I'll
the
say
difference.
I actually think I would like that. I've never had it, but I think
Beans
I
are
would.
amazing.
Well,
I love
no,
it.
the more interesting thing about beans on toast is that Heinz went from actual tins to like the modern tins, and everyone hated it. Everyone was like, "You've changed the flavor. We won't eat this." So they did experiments to work out why people didn't like it. Turns out people liked the tin that was actually in the container. It was messing with the food and making it taste of tin. So now Heinz baked beans has tin flavoring added into it to make it taste the same as it used to in World War II.
A little tinny.
Yes. That's why if you eat Heinz baked beans, it does taste of metal.
Interesting.
I never noticed, to be honest.
Monkey hate clean for 5.
I don't know if
Thank
yours
you.
do, but ours do.
I pre-read this. Oh
You
my
know,
God.
a lion would never drink and
Oh.
drive, but a tiger would.
Oh.
Listen.
Speedy
Tiger Woods-
recovery, Tiger Woods.
Yeah, he's having a rough go of it again.
Even though it was his fault.
yes.
I've always said
true.
I don't blame Tiger Woods for cheating on his wife. He had a string of women after him constantly. Any man with hundreds of women after them would go after eventually. I'm more surprised that Tiger Woods never squirted himself inside out.
He said that before. He has said that before.
Wait, what does that even mean? Wait, what?
I think she says this every time. Please explain again.
You don't know what a man squirting himself inside out could mean?
He should make
Do you
a
know
lot
what
of
squirting
babies.
means?
He should have made a bunch of babies, so there's a bunch of pro golfer Tiger Woods
But
around
so
the
yeah, I'm
world.
surprised he didn't squirt into
thank
as
you,
many
thank you,
people
thank you.
that the rest of them just followed. Like he just ran out of stuff a long time ago.
We
just
saw
like,
the light bulb come out. It's okay. Me and Extra have these moments a lot. It's all right.
If this conversation happened before, I'm sorry I don't remember, so we had to do this again.
It's like
We're
every
probably gonna
time
have to
she's
do
just
this again.
amazed by Tiger Woods squirting.
In like a year or so, when he crashes another car, we'll have to revisit this.
Mo says, "Okay, Disparu, please explain the Perkins waitress. What's that?"
What on earth is Perkins?
Everyone
never
just
even heard of
expects Disparu to know
Perkins.
these things, and he's like, "What are you talking about, guys?" well, he.
Why, when I search Perkins waitress, does Tiger Woods turn up?
That's why. I guess that's why Mo.
Maybe that's why.
Maybe
At
that's
least
why it
9
goes
women linked to
together.
Tiger Woods in alleged affairs.
Wait, Perkins waitresses? Is that what you mean?
So
like
it was
is
an
it a
adult
restaurant?
star and a pancake
Oh.
house waitress added their names to the ever-increasing list of people who've come forward of reportedly having affairs. Look, one thing you have to remember with any of these
Look.
things, in any allegations that happen against men, you're going to have probably some truthful things sometimes that come across. Then you're going to have a load of women that see a load of other women getting attention and just put their names down. Now, I'm assuming there might be a picture of this Perkins waitress. There's not a picture of this Perkins waitress.
He's like,
I need
"Darn
a picture
it."
of the Perkins waitress. Yeah. This is what I... Why is there a 403 error when I click the picture? We have the
No!
technology. It's going to be a blurred picture, but we have the technology.
We have the technology.
I don't believe that he cheated with this woman. I don't. I think she
Ooh.
made it up. I think she added her
He's
name
like,
to the
she's
list
lying.
when she
I'm just
wasn't
gonna
there.
call it right now.
Ooh.
He's got Tiger
This-
Woods back on this one.
This is a guy that was at the peak of his game. He had money coming out of his ears. He couldn't spend it fast enough. He could have got 10s. Like, that's all that matters.
Is this what you wanted us to look up, Mo? I think
That
so.
was, yeah, I'm assuming that's the waitress. I don't know what
Shane.
Perkins is, but...
Not
that
what I
de-
wanted to see.
Is that definitely a woman?
You know what?
Dang.
Definitely a woman, but Tiger can do a lot better.
Yeah, there's a slightly better picture, but not really. This one. That would be his face if he ever met her. It would just be like, not really.
No.
It's like, even I won't lower my standards far enough for that.
Ooh.
Mark, thanks for the 2. It was nice seeing you at the meetup again. What's the PRC unemployment rate?
What is a PRC?
I don't know. I know what an unemployment rate means.
Me too.
PRC means
China's surveyed urban unemployment rate is at 5.2% in 2025.
Excuse me.
Now, as
Wow.
with anything with these countries, you never know whether it's true or
I
exaggerated.
don't believe China with their stats.
Well, also, my country lies about rates. I'm sure theirs does.
Everyone's
I think every
country probably does. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a psyop.
Yeah, but I have seen... I think it's China. I don't think it's Japan. Where they have all the streamers just lined up against like a bridge. And you just have woman after woman after woman with mobile phone in front of them, all trying to hit it big and streaming. You've probably got some kind of employment issue if they're doing that?
I'm not skipping supers, but I just gotta highlight this beautiful bromance. Monkey for 2. I'm just here to make Eon happy. And Ian says, "You know you please me."
Oh my god.
I know
like,
there's
who
a
is
baby-
Elon?
Babies already?
I was like,
They're
does he
so
mean
sad they didn't
Elon?
get to
It's like, no, he means
No,
Ian.
he meant
No,
Ian.
no. I think was it Mongoose that named Ian Eon because I kept on fawning over Leon.
Well, does he know
Probably.
that Eon in this country is like an energy company?
Well,
It's just-
Eon,
it's a
Eon
business.
can keep going and going and going, drinking his bourbon. No, was it?
Oh, yeah, no, he's a Scotsman. He could definitely just keep going drinking
Yeah.
bourbon. My forehead was sufficiently protected during the trip to Orlando.
Oh, thank God! I was
It
worried
was.
about like being like
was
the
I.
goalie, like blocking Eon.
You're like diving in the way. It's like,
X-rays
yeah.
hitting everybody's forehead.
Get down, Mr. President.
No, I was literally because I probably would like grab Monkey and be like, "Here's the forehead you want."
It's like bang.
It's disproof. I mean, she already violated his shoulder, so why not the
Me?
forehead too?
Doing that entire thing, I'm just
Here
like,
you go.
what are you
Thanks to
doing?
Screw's head. Here you go,
No,
monkey.
no.
Or not monkey, sorry, Ian. I
It's
get
not.
confused.
It's not
like
for
the same
me.
person.
That was for chat.
That was for the
Showing your
fans.
shoulders
Yeah.
for chat. I
This
wouldn't
has now
violate
happened
discourse.
twice, by the way, both in Orlando.
can you-
The first
can-
time, I suddenly got... And it was like, Wicked just randomly poked me. And it was like, because chat went, is he real? And it was like, no, he's definitely real.
I thought he was.
And the next thing I look over, it's like, well...
No, someone told me to poke you. I think Blabs was like, Wicked poke to Sprue, and he's in the middle of like a big rant, and I'm just like, and he's like, and he just keeps going. And he's like,
Yeah, I was like, what on earth is happening here?
Probably the same shoulder. There must be something about that shoulder that
It
we
was
Your left
actually, it was my
shoulder.
left shoulder. Yeah.
It's your more forward shoulder anyway. At least when you stream.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm used to, because the nerves in my arm, I'm used to keeping my right side there anyway, so I'll naturally sit on that kind of side. So maybe I do it subconsciously, I don't know. But the only thing you'll ever see is my left shoulder. That's what we've learned.
But
There
the
you
question
go.
is, like, I wonder if X-Ray Girl could be bought to give up Disparu's forehead to Ian. You know what I mean? Like,
No.
if he's an
No,
Oh.
then we go down into like gladiatorial battles.
There's always a price.
It's gonna be
I
like a
don't know what
Jujutsu
it is.
Kaisen battle. That's what it's gonna be. We're gonna be flicking around. You're gonna be trying to hit me with this gavel.
Oh my god! How many episodes into Jujutsu Kaisen are you in? Because I'm caught up.
Look exactly.
You
I
did
would have
the
to-
courthouse. Did how many episodes after?
I've done all the courthouse battle. I would need to look to tell you because I did all the ones that were still dubbed, and then I went back to.
So you don't watch sub then. You're behind then at that rate.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely behind. Oh, so apparently there's 2 more dubs that came out. I'm up to episode 56, Tokyo Colony Part 3.
And I
which
think we're at like 5
watched.
or 6 right now. So you're just like a few episodes behind. You know, this Kaizen was a slow
I am
burn.
3 episodes behind.
Okay. Almost every episode is a banger thereafter because that's the one thing about the Shibuya station was just every episode. Oh my god, action, action,
Uh-huh.
action, action, action. And then I don't know, the first 3 episodes of Kaizen, I'm like, come on, can we get on with it?
Those flow a lot better if you just watch season 1 and 2. So you come
Mm-hmm.
into it and it's like, oh, we're explaining the rules. It's like, okay, because you've just come off a high, so you're kind of okay with just explaining rules that you already know. I think my issue at the start was I didn't know the terms. And so as they're explaining the rules to me, I didn't even understand what the rules were. But if you go through all of them, they have a lot better pace. But I went to watching Hal's Paradise. I don't know if you've seen that. It's really good.
No, I haven't seen that.
A load of
Maybe I
people go
should.
to an island to try and find a potion about the like eternal life, and then they basically find there's loads of creatures on there. There's basically gods which have been using this island, and they just have basically the entire thing is basically we need to get the potion that makes you powerful. Fight, and it's just that for 2 seasons. The second season of that has been great, as it all kicked off into we are fighting these gods. How on earth are we going to overcome these ridiculously powerful people? And it's what Japan does really well is each character isn't just this is a man, this is a woman. Each one has their own motivations, and that goes through the entire story of why are you on this island, what is your personality type, and how does that affect the magic system? Which is way more depth than we get in anything live action.
Absolutely. And I mean, like, comparative to Daredevil this week.
Oh,
my God.
I'm not even caught up. I gotta watch that. I'll catch up.
I'm not even sure I wouldn't recommend it, to be honest.
Really? Is it that bad?
Although
It's the same as season 1. Whatever you thought about season 1, it's this. It's exactly the same.
The
Well,
fight
I was just
scene.
thinking of watching it so that we can review it at the end if you guys want. I don't know. I mean,
Absolutely, sure.
I would either talk about it weekly or not at all, simply because there's so much boring stuff that you can skip. I don't think it would take up much time to talk about it weekly.
No,
and at the end, I think you'd have the same comments.
I do have to watch something because Vera always points out, because I'll be like, oh, I didn't watch this, but X-Ray Girl and Disparu did, and like she'll watch it, and she's like, you have to suffer with us sometimes. You have to play a bad game.
If you do pop culture shows, you should watch. Gary is right. If you watch pop culture shows, you should watch pop culture.
I will. And
You
another
need
thing that brings me up to Euphoria. She convinced me to watch it, catch up, and then if you guys want to as well, we can.
Ooh,
Sydney,
I'm gonna watch it because
me too.
I can
catching
2
up.
times through it and then slow down for Sydney Sweeney.
yeah. The reason I really want to watch it
0.25
is I want to see Eric Dane's last performance. Because that's his last show. He was I think he did before he really went down the you know, what was it Lou Gehrig's?
I think so.
What's the more layman's term of that? Why is it?
The chat will get it before it comes to us.
Yeah, but unfortunately, so ALS. Thank you.
ALS.
ALS, yeah.
Yeah. So and I think he does part of it in a wheelchair, from my understanding. So, would like to see that. Zendaya, do not care about her performance, although she does do a better job with some of her more emotional.
I will say, because I'm almost caught up. I did watch most of season 1 like before, like a few years ago, and now I'm almost done with 2. And I don't think she's a great actress, but out of all her performances, I do think she does a pretty decent job in Euphoria. Yeah.
The episode where she, I don't know if you made it there, but she's talking to her sponsor.
Yeah, that's in 2?
That one was emotional.
Yeah.
Very emotional. She did really good on that one. So
she did. So yeah, it's not the thing for me. Like, why I didn't want to watch it. It was like the over like sexualization of teenagers and stuff. But it's like, I mean, if
that's weird.
It's weird, but like, who knows if that's how?
It's how we always did it. The teenagers in the show,
playing
but they're all
it,
like
so
20s.
Yeah.
This is by far the best way to get child actors into Hollywood. Just have early 20s. Just pretend they're teenagers. If you want to make those kind of
they've
stories,
been doing it forever. Look at like Grease. They were like 30 years old.
to
I think it's
be
fine.
fair, like now teenagers actually look like adults because they're getting like the same makeup tutorials and trying to look like every single carbon copy of a girl out there.
It's true.
Yeah, I hate Instagram face. I don't think it looks good. I think it makes you look like a man trying to be a woman. I don't know why women do it so
drag face.
It is. And I put this in the Supergirl video I did, and someone, that side-by-side comparison you did, it was so deceptive. Like, how can a side-by-side comparison be deceptive? I put the 2 pictures on the screen, you can decide yourself. But my entire point was the Millie Alcott picture at the poster, where she's like punching the ground, just looks like RuPaul. It's exactly the same makeup. It's the carved cheekbones. It's the changed jaw. It's the shortened nose. It's exactly the same makeup, just put on a woman. And I despise. I hate that style of makeup.
Yeah. Well, moving on. Let's talk a little bit about John Lithgow.
Do you want a Harry Potter meme in the meantime?
Yeah,
like
that's actually perfect because we're going to move on to
okay.
John Lithgow, so thank you.
Fear of a name can only increase fear of the thing itself? Maybe. But you still shouldn't call Snape that in class.
The Snape memes have been so freaking funny. I don't know if you guys you probably went over some last week because that's when it was like going like hard last week. All the Snape.
There were loads. But I've never seen Snape shoot so many people in my entire life.
Oh my god. Absolutely.
So John Lithgow, we're gonna do 2 topics on him today.
God, he's so
Dumbledore
annoying.
actor, yeah, I used to really like him. I guess
I
he's still
love
a good
him.
actor, but this man, personally, I do not like him. Dumbledore actor John
Look-
Lithgow says much of J.K. Rowling's views have been twisted and misrepresented, but she's doubled down at her own cost. And the crazy thing is, and this is a nice, very good example of how the left likes to eat their own, right? Because she is a leftist, right? She's a feminist. The only thing they're mad about is that she knows a woman is a woman and a man is a man. And they're just
Yes.
so mad about that. That's literally it. Every other take she has, I can guarantee at least 90% of what she says I disagree with. But the only thing I do
I
disagree
consider her a
or
lunatic.
yeah, that's what I mean. I agree with her. And this is just, it's silly that you have to say this, but yes, I agree that, you know,
And
man,
also,
woman, hello.
you
But
have to
they're
bear in
so
mind,
mad about it.
J.K. Rowling does not have a problem with that entire debate because she thinks that men are men and women are women. That isn't why she dislikes it. Her problem is that she thinks that women have fought for a long time to get unearned privileges, and she's annoyed that men can also gain those same ones. She's actually annoyed that men can be gain women's unearned advantages over time. She is coming from an entirely feminist direction, even in that critique. Which I think is the correct, if you are going to be ideological, that is the correct way for a feminist to be, rather than the current one of just submit to the authority kind of thing. So
it's all
doesn't
about
come from
context,
a love
though.
of
They don't
women or
care about
anything.
the context.
Well, even the context though, her context comes from I hate men. That is literally why she has that opinion. And so, but you would think that the left would agree with her even on that. This is one of those weird things where you are going down an ideological path and then it just swerves off for no reason whatsoever. And that's why they have this split in the first place. And neither of them can understand the other one. 'Cause I thought we were all just agreeing with the majority. But she's got so much money, she doesn't care. It's also interesting with Lithgow, though. In the movies, she had a rule that only English actors or British actors, I mean native British people, English, Scottish, Welsh, Irish, could play roles. John Lithgow is an American, so he's already had an exception made for him. He shouldn't be in this part at all. And so you are now making an exception for someone who's causing trouble for you. Same with Papa.
Is the rest of the cast British?
No, in the movies.
In the movies, yeah, I know that. But I mean, in the show?
Yeah, in the movie, she had a rule only British people could do it. In this, no. In this, they've swapped everybody. I don't know if you saw the recent. I forget all the house names. The snake one.
Slytherin.
It's basically.
Oh
90%
my god, the picture
Indian.
of them. Yeah.
Oh, I have that. Give me a second.
Yes. So this one, and this is why when people go, I don't think you should race swap that guy, people are like, this is a problem. Everyone goes, well, it's just one guy, what's the matter? No, if you can swap one, you'll swap everybody. Once you've broken the seal, to use the pop term, then it just keeps going afterwards. And so the moment we saw they swap Snape, now they're swapping everybody. Now it's not an English school at all. It doesn't make sense. This could be any. You could set the school in India. It would be exactly the same. And I don't know whether Americans really appreciate the damage that race swapping things in this kind of instance does. But a large part of why Americans like this in the first place is because it was innately English. It was innately British. And you're going to lose all of that. You're going to lose the entire setting because you're changing all of the people.
It looks like modern UK right now.
Yes, which as to mean it's not British. And so if you could set this school anywhere else, it will change a lot of the stuff. And I already don't like Snape because everyone's going, well, it brings a lot of baggage into it. We're going to be hanging him from trees and stuff like that. That's none of that is British. We didn't have any of that in British stuff. So you are making it not Harry Potter because Harry Potter is a British IP. If you remove the Britishness from it, you're not just removing Harry Potter, you're removing everything about the tone, the setting, the immersiveness. And I know America is used to having lots of different cultures, being in the same setting. But when you go to these foreign things, we're not. If you change the British people in a British sitcom, it destroys the entire show. We've seen this with The In-Betweeners being ported to America, doesn't work. The Office had to entirely change. Coupling doesn't work when it goes to America. The actual people in a show matter, and I don't think these people understand that at all.
No. It's unfortunate. I'm not a Harry Potter person, but I know it's obviously this cultural phenomenon, and there's people I know that love it. And this doesn't feel like it needs to be done. And they're doing it poorly.
It doesn't need to be done, but I think because of the movies and how the movies rolled out, that it wasn't 100%. Obviously, could not do 100%, but it wasn't accurate to the books. So they had said that this was going to be a faithful adaptation, which got people excited. It's like, oh, there's going to be scenes of characters and things that we missed that wasn't adapted in the movies. Because obviously, you know, we saw the books. They're like this for the first 3, and all of a sudden they're chonkers for the next, you know, 4. So you want to be able to expand on the story and be able to tell it and all that. But then you hear things like, oh, we're going to get the perspective of Hermione getting her letter and all these little different things that aren't in the books. And then you're like, well, you're not doing the thing that you said that you were going to do. And now I am losing faith in you telling a faithful adaptation of the book.
Well, and that's exactly what happened with Wheel of Time. So Wheel of Time started in the first episode. You're like, I didn't really like it, but maybe you can get this back on track. Maybe you had to do stuff for the intro to introduce new people to it. Maybe you're going to be more faithful later on. And you actually find out all these problems compile. If they change things early on, by the time you get to the end of the series, you're looking at an entirely different show. Everything adds up and adds up. And by the time you're 5 seasons in, you're not even talking about the same kind of things because they're trying to fix everything they've done before and they can't fix it.
Rings of Power, for example.
Well, yeah, again, Rings of Power didn't even care. And I think it's the same with a lot of stuff. A lot of these questions come down to that HBO will be asking, well, how could we ever do the original one? Because it's just full of English, it's full of British people. It's like, yeah, but why do you think that's a problem? And until you get past that, you can't adapt shows like these. And I do think a lot of people, because I'm not attached to Harry Potter, so none of this actually means a lot to me. I'm more offended that you are altering a British IP than whether something's legitimate to the plot, because I'm like, I would just want everything British to be the same. But when it comes to John Lithgow, he's saying that her views have been twisted and misrepresented. It's like, well, isn't that what you're doing to the show? Isn't your like, to me, his casting was already wrong. He's an American. He could never be in this in the first place. And people are like, yeah, he's also pretended to be an Englishman before. It's like, well, I don't care. He's not an Englishman. And so I think the moment you hired him, you had problems. I have a problem with every single person that's not a British person in this. And you have a problem of, I don't think you can have the multiple standards of, well, you know, maybe John Lithgow can pretend to be British, as then you lose all the other arguments as you've already made the exception.
Yeah, and we bringing up Rings of Power. What's the family that they race swapped to be black?
Well, there was the Alf. Do you remember the Alf?
Elves have egg cups, apparently. That was the one thing that stuck out to me. Like the one that had like the
House of the Dragon. The House of the Dragon got
that was in Rings of Power.
Oh no, House. I was thinking about House of the Dragon.
You did mean House of the Dragon, yeah.
Yeah.
The House of the Dragon, by the way, who came out at first and started calling everyone racist before the show released, and then when everyone liked the show, he came out again and went, I really like these fans. I'm so glad you were pleased with what we did. It was the most great turnaround of all time.
But season 1 was fine-ish, but then season 2 kind of fell off a little bit. It wasn't as good as season 1. So it again is showing like, okay, are we seeing another pattern here? Are they going to do more changes and more and more and more changes? And Disbury's right. Once you change one thing, it's a snowball effect, and then we get the crap shows that we do.
But I also think with John Lithgow, like, this guy he's come out so many times over the last few weeks talking about the same stuff. And he says every single interview I ever do will always talk about this. Like, you could just tell them to piss off. Like, you could just call them scum. You could insult the person to their face. I don't know why you keep asking me this. You scum always, like, you could just attack them and it's fine. You'd be okay. No one cares about the journalists. But he keeps doubling that every single interview he does. He gets worse. And he's like, you have to remember, this guy is an American, so he comes across with American values. And all of this stuff is an American cultural export. The British people had no problem with what a man and a woman was until it came out of California, and then the BBC started picking it up. So if you just started hiring British people, known as the land of the turfs, the island of turfs, then maybe you'd be okay with it. Like, we have a court ruling on everything and all this. HBO cause all their own problems, and I do not really...
I'll get to that in a minute. Sorry, I saw that.
What is going on?
What's happening, chat?
What have you commanded people to do, drunk?
I know, really. Go ahead, finish your thought, Disbrew, and we'll get to that right after we listen to this this.
It was just like if you'd
poem.
never hired John Lithgow, because John Lithgow was the main person that was saying that. Even Papa only mentioned this once. John Lithgow is the problem with this argument because he won't shut up and insult the people. They keep asking him stuff. So if you didn't hire an American, you wouldn't have American issues in an English show or a British show. The reason I try not to use that word is because people over here are causing trouble with it. I should probably say native British.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna listen to this poem, and then we will catch up on supers. Apparently, Jay is commanding chat stuff that we don't know about. But here is I didn't realize, it doesn't surprise me anymore, but I don't keep up with it quite as much as others, I guess, that John Lithgow has a severe case of TDS, apparently. So much so that he made a poetry book about it. So here's one of his poems.
If ever you find yourself making a poetry book about a person, you've probably gone horribly wrong in your life.
Yeah, and especially someone that you claim to hate, like you're putting a lot of brain power and energy into someone that you dislike, but I can't relate.
Well,
but
especially if it's a man. Like, at least if you're giving poetry to a woman, she might appreciate it, but a man will be just like, what are you doing, you filth?
So here it is. This is John Lithgow thinking that he really did something here. He thought he cooked, but he did not.
Hello again,
It's called that wig.
friends. I hope you've seen my video of Trumpty Dumpty Wanted a Crown from the book of the same
Wait, I
name.
want to see that video now. Please,
I thought that's
Trumpty Dumpty wanted a crown.
me a
Sounds
second.
amazing.
Give me a second, because I thought that's the one that I pulled up, but I guess not.
I actually appreciate the effort.
Yeah, let's see, is this it?
Wanted a Why does that autofilter Trumpty Dumpty wanted a title? Is there something
got it.
else?
I found it. All right, here it is.
Oh my god, yeah, it's an entirely published book that I can buy on eBay.
Yup. So here it is. This is
Oh,
the
no,
one that I
he's
meant
also-
to bring up.
Somebody else has done. Oh, he's done. Trumpty Dumpty wanted a title. It's a YouTube video.
Mm-hmm. You guys ready? Here we go.
Hello, everybody. I wish I
This
was
is a different
marching
video.
today for no kings with all of you, but I'll be acting in a Broadway matinee. So
He thinks he's all fancy. He's like, sorry, I'm not marching with you peasants because I'm going to be in a matinee. Like, okay, John.
To be fair, based. It's like, yeah, tell the peasants.
I had to do something. I figured I would recite a poem that I wrote about 6 years ago in a book
Yeah.
I released back then called Trumpty Dumpty Wanted a Crown. It's more appropriate than ever today, so I thought I would read it for you. Trumpty Dumpty wanted a crown to make certain he never would have to step down. He wanted a robe made of ermine and velvet. The Constitution, he wanted to shelve it. With
Based.
impeachment awash, his ambition had grown. He wanted an orb, a scepter, a throne, 6
Based.
royal palaces, 6 royal carriages, a church dispensation for 6 royal marriages,
Based.
courtiers installed on his own Supreme Court, and royal beheadings, if only for sport.
Based.
Craved the
He's really
occasional
pleased.
royal procession and gasp the eventual royal succession.
Based.
Trumpty Dumpty gets his way unless the public has something to say. If we let him have all of his favorite things, we'll have to endure the divine right of kings.
Based. That was amazing. No, I really appreciate it. That was perfect. It's like, no, awesome. If only you had a king, everything would be better. No, but I found the
Of course
original
this girl
YouTube
likes-
video. No, it's like, yeah, because he didn't even insult him. He's just like, he wants to be a king. Good. I mean, that would
Good
be
for
way better.
him. Oh,
No,
yeah.
5
the
years ago,
Trumpy
256,000 views. Like, this was his original video.
Intolerance, open the spigot for the odious record of dumb.
Wait, this is a different video.
Not the
How
one
long
that
was
you
What are
yours?
you
used?
poems?
To the worst. What title can conjure this ludicrous gent?
He cut it. He cut his own poem for TikTok because he thought they were too stupid to listen to the full verse. Which in itself is kind of base when you think about it. It's like, no, you're too stupid to understand my 3 minutes of poem.
Well, real quick, I will catch up on supers, but I have to fast forward through them a little bit because apparently Jay is making our chat do stuff. Dr.
no.
Dr. J knows for 1999.
He's
Drunk
made poems
3PO
about English people.
He's like, I gotta read all these.
Is it
Drunk
positive or negative poem? Sorry.
The Tories or the
good.
Tiger King. 5 years ago, it probably would have been horrific.
Like
Now, it's
post-COVID.
probably true.
COVID times. Tiger King was COVID times.
No,
Yeah.
5 years ago would have been like
A year after.
maybe Brexit or just after Brexit, and so he probably hated them, and now he's probably been proven correct.
Well, this was the first
Sorry,
of the
Dr. J.
queue. Yeah, he got stuck in the queue.
He's got Samuel L. Jackson reading his poems.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Wait, he's got Samuel L. Jackson, Whoopi Goldberg,
Oh
and
god.
Kristen
that one.
Chenoweth reading his poems.
Chenoweth. Actually, I like her, but not her personal, I guess. Because she's from Broadway originally.
Well, maybe it's a different person, because the person I clicked through is the guy in Armageddon who's sitting on a nuclear weapon going, I just want to feel the power between my legs. I can show you the picture.
I was thinking Kristen
guy.
Chenoweth.
Oh,
I just want to
Yeah.
feel the power between my legs. I can't remember his name. But I only had the 3 to go off.
Yeah.
is
He must
is
be
that
part
Steve
of
Buscemi?
more.
Wait, who is that? I can't. Is that Steve
Steve
Buscemi?
Buscemi.
Yeah, that's the
That is-
guy. Yeah, Buscemi.
Okay, that's not Kristen Chenoweth.
No, but I only had 3 names to go off. I'm surprised he's so well connected in getting to read his shitty, like, crappy poems.
Dr. J knows for 1999 says drunk 3PO made me do this.
At, like, gunpoint? Like, how did
The
he make it?
Overlord drunk 3PO. Sorry, Jay.
Eric
Sends out
Stratton
the
for
command.
5 says drunk 3PO said to super chat you money to ward off foreclosure on your summer cottage in the Hamptons.
Okay. Can you guys super chat in order for Jay to tell you guys to stop abusing me? Chat, please, 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 please.
Look at the bruises.
Tell
Like,
you
one of them
guys,
looks like the Twitter
Chat
logo.
is abusing. It does. a
No, that
little.
one's on my thigh. I'm not showing that one, but
No, well, we can show the tweet, surely.
we can show the tweet. Let me pull
I
that
genuinely
up.
think it
Well,
looks like the Twitter logo.
it
I also
kinda
didn't know
does.
that was
Okay.
from your thigh. I thought that was from your forearm. That's why, like, how on earth are
No.
you picking up the boxes? If you're like, no, I'm picking up the boxes with my thigh.
This is my thigh.
It definitely looks like the Twitter logo.
Okay, so this is the Simba, and I thought this is the ears, this is the body, the legs, and the tail coming out over top, but not as like.
No.
prominent.
So remember the. No, go back up. Go back up. The one on the left, memorize it, chat. Now you're gonna see the mirror image. It's the mirror image of that. Stop scrolling.
I can't.
It's the mirror image of this. Flip it so the mouth is facing that way. That is the same one.
Someone actually drew on top of it that actually made it look like the Twitter logo. I was just trying to find it for. Can't find it for some reason.
Looks
then-
just like.
the people said that it looked like was it a koala or Mudang?
No, it's the Twitter logo. It's 100%. I've even seen the beak and everything. It's got the wings and the tail.
How do you carry boxes if you're doing? I am doing it wrong. So
With your thighs.
This is no. So this was the big furniture pieces. Like I have a piano, and because I
Grand
was,
piano?
pardon?
Grand piano? Or just like
No,
one
no,
of the
no.
upright
It's an
ones?
electronic, but it's very heavy. But then
Oh,
I also
keyboard.
there was a couch. There was a couple bookshelves that were very heavy, and so when you're at the top and you can't walk and you have to kind of like waddle because the bottom part of whatever you're carrying is like
Yeah, you're like
hitting your
balancing
legs.
them on your legs as like the weight
yeah.
goes
So
upwards.
sometimes when I
Yeah.
have to adjust my grip because I don't have good grip strength, I have to prop it on my leg and then adjust and then pick it up. So yeah, my legs are not very pretty right now.
Chat will be the judge of that.
I'm not showing chat my legs.
I mean, if you want more drunken 3PO super chat.
Yeah, if you send more drunk 3PO super chats to force me to show my legs, maybe I'll do it. But it has to say Jay told me to do that.
If you send super chats, I won't show my legs. That's probably the most easy way to do it.
Phil McCracken for $9.99 says, I was forced to do this by Jay. And Jay
Wow.
says the Don has spoken.
He's commanded.
He's commanded. Hold on. I'm bouncing around. Don't worry. I'll catch up on the other chats. I'm just getting the J ones right now. Ian for 50 pounds says, WTF Jay?
Dang.
You forced me.
Forced him. Thank you, Ian.
He possessed him across the pond.
And Mongoose for 2 says, Jay made me do it, Tax.
Wow.
Killjoy for 5 says, because drunk 3PO said so. No idea if that is true.
That is the power of drunk. He doesn't even need to tell you to. You just hear by proxy. You're like, I better. I'm not going to piss that guy off.
Love you, Jay.
Eric Stratton for 5 says, drunk 3PO said that people will keep super chatting or we'll call Epic Mike. We know what that means for our pets.
I'm pretty sure at this point, Epic Mike owns my first 3 children.
Wait, what does that even
That's
mean?
tax.
I don't know what that means.
Epic Mike does taxes for his streams. Now, he's very clever because he doesn't actually tax you to watch his streams. He taxes you to leave. And so the moment you leave his stream, he's like, oh, it's your firstborn, your secondborn, your thirdborn. You just have to pay him tips. It's horrific. No, he keep that. You know what Mike's cleverest tactic is? He says there are no taxes. And whenever this is brought up, he always says there are no taxes to watch his stream.
What is this? Like a womanly trick? I don't want you, but wants you.
Well, there is no taxes to watch a stream. He puts the taxes on the exit. That's the secret.
Ah, this is the version of
He's like Pringles.
Meek
Once you pop, you
exit.
just can't stop.
the meek. What?
Shane for 10 says, are you happy now, Jay? He's even got to Jim. Jim for 10.
What's
Stop
Harry?
forcing
Oh
me.
no.
He made me.
He got to Jim.
Guys, there's
There's
a
that
meat
like gun
tax,
to his head,
you know?
typing on the keyboard. This is okay.
Shane for 2 says, must send super chats. Love Jay.
What is happening in chat?
I don't know. And Dr. J said for
Wait.
$9.99 says, not a drunk 3PO super chat.
Wait, is this real?
Oops,
Epic
sorry.
Mike steals people's pets and make you pay to release them.
Like I say, he owns my firstborn. He's also taken people's pets. Like this is a very common Mike law.
You know what?
And if you tell Mike, he won't even deny it. That's the secret. He keeps saying, I don't make people take taxes. He's never said I've never taken anyone's pets.
You know what? Baby, that's why I have no more dogs.
Yeah,
Mike
he's
stole
just
them all.
Mike's looking after them. Okay. Like, no, your firstborn will be fine with me. I'll make sure they live a good life.
Hey, it's better he takes the pets than I do because I'll eat them.
Dang, it's
I've
got darker over
I've
here.
seen photographic evidence from Egypt.
I'm hungry.
Someone's
Whoa,
guinea
she
pig.
made a-
Like she had so many guinea pigs, she shared them with other people.
Yes. And my favorite part is we put all the heads on a plate at the end and took a picture. That was a wonderful moment.
That is the
between Garrett
power,
and I.
the power of the Dawn. And yes,
That's so
I've
cute.
seen video evidence of Extra Girl making a chili. I can't confirm nor deny what was in that, but
Oh, it was the Nerdrotic's eldest pet at that time.
she likes.
I think the
aged
weird part of streaming is that drunk 3PO is the only person who isn't teetotal that I've never seen drinking.
I don't think Jay drinks, does he?
a little bit.
Well, I don't think
not
he's
like,
teetotal though, is he?
not
So
like-
like some people are like, I don't drink at all. I don't
Yeah,
know
no.
whether drunk doesn't. But this is the only
Not a
person
lot.
called drunk 3POs who I've never seen drunk in my entire life.
I miss the old J logo, which I know we can't use because it's
Yeah.
C3PO with a beer, blah, 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 blah. But I wish I had some merch from back in that day.
I do.
We need some OG merch. We'll do it under the table.
Yeah, right.
It's not for money. It's just I just want it. Jay, do you have a decal of that? Still?
Why did you say it like
Um,
that?
It's quiet. Because Disney will
It wasn't
hate
quiet.
you.
That was like seductive. That was like,
No,
Jade,
it was
you-
quiet.
No, that was definitely seductive. That was like, Jade, you
Jay,
don't even have
do you
those
have
little
the
things over there.
PNG of your logo still? I need it.
You can't hook me up with C-3PO, do you? I've heard he's got a vibrate function.
I know Disney made you take that logo down.
Monkey for 2 says, "Who is Jay?" And real quick, I will catch
No,
up on the
this
rest
is
of the
something
supers,
I
but
struggle
think
with, though.
you do struggle with that because somebody has asked Disbrew like to play a game, like play with me and Amanda, and he's like, "Who's Amanda?" Like,
Yeah,
your co-host.
This has happened multiple times with people. I'm like, I don't know whether her name is public, so I don't know whose name I've like accidentally found out or name is like public with everyone
He
else.
prefers.
No, I am
And I'm so
offended.
scared of doxing someone. I'm like, look, if you don't want your name public, do not tell me, right? I would rather just call everyone by their screen name, and then I will just play the idiot. I'm very good at playing the idiot.
Yes, Disbrew. I'm offended you haven't called me dim sum bun yet.
Well, true, but it's because you got X-ray girl up. It's like otherwise I would read the screen and just go, so.
Oh, I need to
Bon, how
delete
are
that
you
then.
doing?
Let's edit the name. We're removing the headline.
No, but did you
Before-
see?
before
This is
we
kind
continue,
of like
we have upset Ian apparently because for 50 he said Disbrew show legs, and then for
I
another
said
50,
if somebody doesn't.
how dare
How
you?
dare you? You have betrayed me.
Sorry,
Who are
Ian.
you?
I'm
Greta
already
Thunberg?
showing you my forehead. What more do you want?
Listen,
Do you want him to
I feel like
shave?
I feel like Disbrew has a little bit of a tan going on because we
From Florida?
No, there was a lot of comments about Disbrew has like more sun in this one stream than the rest of his
Oh my
annual
god,
it's
calendar.
true.
the thumb, or if you just take any screenshot of us in that live stream, just were so white.
It wasn't that there was a couple of times while I was there where I was like, this is actually going to burn me, because it did get hotter towards, especially when the end we were there.
Yeah.
But when we were doing that stream, even though everyone was like, we just need shade because, you know, lighting and stuff, it wasn't that hot at that point. I am so British, I can feel when I'm going to get burned. Like, the sun hits a certain level and I know I'm going to get burned. But luckily it wasn't at that kind of point yet.
This
I
I think this was the moment right here.
Oh yeah, somebody commented, I can't believe he didn't drink after he said cheers. Is this a British thing? I'm like, no, I'm clearly looking at my phone to read chat. And it's what's happening. Because there's a moment I just go, like, yeah, whatever. It's like...
After like the last day we all hung out, we were sitting there like just hanging out, a bunch of us, and Disbrew, Jay was like blocking the sun from Disbrew, and he's like,
Oh no,
look.
I
He's like,
genuinely
every time
actually
I move-
appreciated that because I didn't know what was happening, and then everyone started
He was
laughing. I'm
blocking
like,
it. No, everyone
what is
started laughing
happening?
because he's like, watch, I can make Disbrew squint, and he just moved a little, and you're like, me.
no, yeah. There was a
was so
time where,
funny.
because I kind of moved quite a lot myself.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, what is happening? And everyone laughed.
So
And
all
then
right.
there was a few times he walked off and went, ah.
Yeah. I'm gonna get a couple supers and then we'll yeah. Go forward with the topic. Gary, thank you for the
Amazing.
5. In your opinions, what is it that in Japan, South Korea, and China they are able to come up with new show ideas while everything in the US is a remake? My opinion would just be that people have gotten lazy and they don't want to hire creatives. They're too afraid of offending people. They just want to push a message, so they remake things that were great and put a message in it.
I believe, okay. I feel like they did, and this is the thing, Hollywood learns the wrong lesson, is they probably did a remake, and I don't know which remake, but maybe there was a remake, and maybe I should learn and find which remake it was. They did a remake, and then they did well, and then they just continue to do remakes because they think it's a guarantee, but it's not. And then they push the message, and they think it's gonna catch, but it doesn't. And then here we are. Whereas even if, like, say Japan, Korea, or whatever does a remake, whatever show they do, they still have good scripts and good values that is enacted in these scripts. So you can do a remake or you can do something new. It doesn't matter as long as you have things that people can relate to, an underdog story, overcoming the hero, whatever it may be. People relate to it, cheer for it, and want to, like, they want to be it. And so they like it.
Yeah, I agree with about half of that. I think the foreign countries, and this isn't just Japan, Korea, and everything. It includes other people like Spain. So Spain have things like what it's called. It's not The Heist. Might be The Heist. There's I'd have to go and look at my Netflix history. There's Money Heist, I think it is. Incredible series. I think it's basically comes down to confidence, though. I don't think that they have destroyed their entertainment industry enough so that the amount of money they're putting up to make a show actually overcomes the cost of, or the risk of sending out to audiences. Especially as when you look at South Korea, Netflix basically owns the entire South Korean entertainment industry. They just pick anything that's successful. And so people make shows for Netflix to pick up, and because they're often good, which is what Western entertainment used to be. Western entertainment now, a 5 then was worse than a 5 now, because your average show used to be worth watching, and now it isn't. And it's because foreign shows still haven't dropped gender roles, and so when you watch a Japanese show, all of the people act like people. The men will be handling the situation in a male way, so they'll be more aggressive, they'll be fighting, they'll be organizing with people. The women will be engaging. So, for example, one example of this, you look at something like
Alice in Borderland? Like the girl, yeah.
The women will go with the men, because like, what advantage do I have to survive this best of thing? I can't beat them in violence, but I can also saddle up to the most attractive, strongest person. I can make him like me. And that's how things would behave, and that makes better shows if things are immersive, if they're realistic, if things that you recognize. And so I think it is a lot down to confidence. The Western shows, they increased the budgets, but everyone stopped watching them. So they were like, well, we need to reduce risk, so they went for even more IPs. And over time, risk went down while budgets went up. And so the only thing you have is budgets that are left like that. That's why now we have Tetris movies, we have Battleship movies.
Oh my God. And we have shows that have 8 episodes but take 2 years to make with the most like insane budget, where you're like, what happened to the procedural? 20 to 26 episodes per year.
Like, I would binge procedurals. I think it was brought up on FNT. I can't remember in what topic it was. Like, what shows does Netflix have that went above like 5 series? And one of the ones I went was Lucifer. Well, Lucifer, yeah, it was picked up by Netflix when another show cancelled it, but it was a procedural cop show based around the devil. It's a small twist of the same thing that went on for multiple series and did really well. And I think that's the difference. The West will not fix itself until it gets back to essentially right-wing values. But right-wing values now are just basic reality previously.
And so you somebody have, like, just male, infiltrated female... our stream.
But either way, I'm going to finish the point. It's just basic. You can say hello later. I'm carrying on. It's like basic male-female dynamics and things, which we always recognized in shows previously. That is why Westerners died. Whereas Japan, I don't know if you watch the Japanese stuff infiltrating Twitter, they are some of the most based people alive.
Love it.
And they don't care. And that is why their entertainment could still be good. Hello, drunk, who's always sober.
Hi, Jay.
Did you snort like Tommy backstage?
No, because I couldn't. I was like, I heard the noise and was like, who's in the call?
She wasn't looking at private chat. Just Brew knew.
I'm the only person that cannot bring you into anything during this. So like they saw you in the backstage. I didn't know you were there.
Yeah, I didn't know you were coming on because I didn't check private chat. Just showing me.
I just want to say, like, I didn't say anything in the chat to make people. All I said was like, "Hi."
Oh no, we know.
Well,
chat
they said you might do it.
We
I'm
know.
like threatening them and all that stuff. Like,
yeah, I think you were. I'm sure someone's first call was probably in.
I can't get them to do that on my streams, so
no, I think you can. Chat. Did Drunk 3PO make you super chat?
Oh no.
Did he forcefully make you? Did he threaten you?
Look, I'm enjoying.
This is a safe space.
I'm enjoying the show, eating a big bowl of cereal for dinner.
It's a big cup. It's a bowl.
Cereal for dinner. That is such a YouTube thing. I was like, no, I just want sugar.
Cereal?
It's Fruit Loops with marshmallows.
Wow.
Everything about marshmallows.
Chat's gonna love this.
Why can't Americans just eat something without sugar for once?
Well, it's the weekend, so I'm allowed to cheat.
Weekend equals sugar.
Yeah.
Hey,
it's Easter weekend, so there's sugar everywhere. So it's like,
oh yeah,
dive all in.
Keep forgetting.
Egg hunts? Ooh, I haven't had it. I want a Cadbury egg.
No Peeps?
Cadbury's gone
I
down.
don't like marshmallows on its own.
I love Peeps.
Do they have
Cadbury's gone
marshmallows in
downhill.
England?
Do they
We
have
have marshmallows, but it's just sugar. No, I'm
Yeah.
more offended by Cadbury's because Cadbury's got taken over by an American company who ruined it. They
What was
changed
it
all the
before?
ingredients. They made it all the American. They turned into all the American ingredients. No one likes it anymore.
Again, blame the FDA on that, okay?
Well, no, it's because they
find it
chose cheaper
fascinating.
ingredients. So, like, cocoa butter got replaced with something else. Sugar got replaced with, like, high fructose corn syrup and all that kind of stuff. Doesn't taste the same. Cadbury's
yeah.
cream eggs. And I like Cadbury's cream eggs. But
Oh, you
they
got
are
'em.
not as good as they used to be.
Desk eggs. No more desk
No, no,
milk,
no.
You have
guys.
sugar. You're eating sugar.
I really like Cadbury's cream eggs. They're basic. No, but they're basically
Next
the
time
only
he's gonna bring it
chocolate
up, he's
I
gonna
eat.
have 3.
No, that's it.
really like them.
I know the times I could have had 3. But they're basically the only chocolate I eat all year. And they have been ruined by whatever American company bought them.
You
And
got
the
told
chat
the
is
story that I was being a tree for Disparu out in the sun. I was like,
Yeah.
No, I
he
appreciated
knows
that. You were
like
genuinely
standing like
blocking the
this for a good
sun.
minute.
You were the only one tall enough. So I'm
yeah,
gonna stand
He's 9
here.
feet
And then at
tall.
one point you walked off and like, ah,
yeah, I
it
know.
burns.
he said he's like, look, watch this. I can
My
make this
arms
room
were getting
blink.
heavy. I was like, look at Disparu's eyes while he's talking, because he will finish his point whether he's standing in lava, set on fire. You know, he will finish his point no matter
Mhm.
what.
Yeah,
Or
you
hell is
joined the
freezing
stream.
over.
I'm like,
He's like, you
Calm
can say hi
down.
later. I
I'm
don't
gonna
care. I'm
finish.
finishing this.
Jesus will be coming again. The trumpet will sound, and Jesus coming. He'll be like, what? Let me finish my
Hold
point.
on, Jesus.
Yeah,
I can
okay.
finish this
You
point.
can wrap it up.
You're,
All right.
you're in
Before
the
the
disc queue.
And it started. Mark Reality for 5 says he has forced me to super chat. I promise I'm going to catch up on the others one. I promise, guys, I will. Thank you, Mark.
he's like
and
Mike.
Jesus
Like
for
this
2.
is what Mike does. Mike taxes people. The J tax. There you go. It's like this is now a reality.
And John Thomas for 5 says, was the Sydney Sweeney news of a live action Gundam an April Fool's joke? No, I don't think so.
Jay,
No, that was
maybe.
ages. That was months
Hell
ago.
Wicked, Hell Dim Sum Bun, Disparu. Sorry.
No, hi Disparu.
Hi, Disparu.
You cut out the only nice bit that was said to
He
me.
said hi?
So,
I missed it?
Disparu. You didn't
Oh,
say
I
it.
did
You
say
went
hi. I did. I'm
Disparu.
sorry.
It's like no hi.
You see what
Sorry.
Jim said? Jim said Jay's forcing me to eat peanut M&Ms. Man, come on.
Mhm.
I love
In
peanut
Superior
Coke.
M&Ms.
candy, by the way.
It tastes good.
Universe 50 says, hug me, Jay, your sugary breathed monument.
What?
Jay is taller than you expect.
Oh, absolutely.
Sugary
Grabbed
breathed
Disparu at
monument.
Universe. Disparu was talking to Drinker. I snuck up behind him. I kind of like,
Jake got offended because I walked off and went, nice to see you again. And he went,
Yeah.
you've met me 4 times. What do you mean again? I'm like, no, that classifies as again.
I
I
keep
have seen
saying,
you before.
Drinker, you know who
and
I
I've just
am?
met you now.
Yeah. You guys were talking, and that was the first time I met Drinker. I was just like, hi. I was like, I'm on Saucy
didn't
with him
wanna
and X-Ray.
interrupt
Nice to
y'all.
meet you. And then I walked away.
No, do you want to know the best thing about that? I don't know who it was. I'm sorry if you're listening, but it was funny. So I was talking, like, Drinker said hi to me. Then someone went, Wicked's behind you. I turn around, and there's some, like, I think it was Indian guy in the middle. You're on the far side. I look around and wave at you as you wave at me. And then the Indian guy in the middle goes,
Wait,
and then I
was
just go, no, and wave again as you walk past him. And this guy suddenly
Indian
looks
guy.
at you as if, oh no.
Was it the
Oh,
or was
And he
it-
just
my.
walks off. He just walks off without saying anything.
Wait,
as if,
that
I
wasn't,
can't
oh,
believe
that
it.
wasn't
No.
Mo, was it? That wasn't Mo,
I have
was
no
it?
idea.
Was he
I am
not
sorry
Indian?
if you're listening. I found it funny. It was very funny.
Sorry. Oh my gosh, I almost knocked
I have
Yoshi over.
look. If it was you, I have been in your situation before. I understand completely.
You're like, why are you waving to me? Oh, that person behind you.
Yeah,
when,
it was
when
like-
were you in that situation?
It was at after hours.
Oh,
Right?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was
It was at
Mo,
the
says
Harry
Dumbo
Potter.
I
just
said,
outside
wasn't
the-
it
the
Mo?
pub thing.
Mo's not
I have
Indian.
no. I don't know. I have no idea who it
you hear what
was.
Ryan said about Mo?
No.
Mo's
Or
like,
Mo catching strays.
Ryan was like, Mo, you were there? And Mo's like, I shook your hand twice. He goes, you're just below average, and you look like 15 of the same American people I bump into every day.
Wait,
Your
was it
below
not you,
average
Mo?
looks.
No, I don't know. I don't know who it was. I have no idea. No one came up to me and went, "I was the guy that waved at you." I was like, "No, no."
All right, let me catch up on supers, guys, and then we'll go into the Mario talk. Furious Phil for 20. Long ago, I asked X-Ray to watch the final countdown and Excalibur. Have you? Stay angry, y'all, and love to hate. I'll keep that up for when she gets back.
No,
wait, she's there.
I'm
Okay.
so sorry.
I don't expect X-Ray Girl to watch things.
I
Yeah.
want to watch Buffy, and it's been a slow process.
You not
okay?
watched Buffy? Have you ever watched Angel?
I
No, I
watched
told you I was going
it
to kidnap
when-
her so she could watch it.
Oh, that's
I
what he
watched
said.
it when I was a
Should
kid.
tie her up. Like, she can watch it in like a week if it's 24 hours a day.
Just
Yeah.
not on my bruises, okay?
Or
Fine, the
X-Ray.
bruises just makes it easier. Now they're pressure points.
Have you guys ever seen the Disparu stretch trick?
Excuse me?
What?
I
He
don't
turns
know what
around
this
and grabs
means.
one of those Funko Pops because they look like they're like 5 miles
Oh,
away.
that
Oh my god, he's
one.
like, no, do you know that his background isn't anywhere near as far as it
Look how
looks?
long his arms are.
It's Stretch Armstrong.
See, like yours looks like I'm touching my curtains now.
Dude, doesn't it look like it's like 5 miles away? He's
No,
just
to be
casually
fair,
grabbing
X-Ray
it.
girls look like she's reaching into the distance as well. Yeah, these really are not far away at all. Like I can
Yeah.
easily grab them.
It does look like you have long arms.
Yeah, it's.
You do have long arms though.
No,
First
I
time
have
I did it, I
tiny arms.
freaked out.
I
I was
have
like,
never had a coat that fits because I have tiny arms. My arms. I found out everyone else's wrists coming up to about the end of my arms, judging by my coats.
I was doing the dinosaur tiny arm on Disparu. I was like,
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. That is a way more accurate relation to me.
Cowell arms.
He was just like, oh, hey, yeah.
I have no problem with someone going,
I have a
your
picture
arms
of
are
it.
like Henry Cavill's. I'm like,
yeah,
yeah,
the video arcade. I can't reach that stuff back there. That's a good way to live.
That's an American sized
What-
room.
Well, exactly. It's like the wider your angle of camera, the more like stretched things are in the back. Like it just look weird. But it also means like you have like bigger noses, your facial features change and everything. People don't realize how much your camera changes how you look. It's like I was on FNT and Chad went, "Your lighting makes you look really old." It's like, no, that's just because in my house I have actual lighting. Whereas when I'm in a hotel, I just look like me.
Oh, great.
That's my
con.
excuse. My lighting makes me look fat.
No, you need what you need is a widescreen
Really?
camera.
Really
But then
thin,
everyone would meet you in real life and go, "Look a lot fatter in this."
Okay. Fenrir's right. I have the largest nose and the smallest eyes due to my camera. Thanks.
Yes, that is exactly what it is. Great con. Thank you for the 5. How can we all hate women when people are buying a woman's bathwater? Checkmate, Brian Cox.
I hate Brian Cox. I despise everything about him. If you mean the English scientist, I think he's scum. I think he's wrong. I think he's one of the most least intellectual people in
I
all
think
of
he's talking
British
about
history.
the one we were just talking about, the one that was like roasting all the actors.
This is the thing. There's 2 of them. There's
And
2
you
of them
can't
with the same
stand
name.
either of
One's a
them.
scientist. One is an English scientist, and the English scientist is some woke lunatic that's been wrong about everything. And I despise him because he's like, well, do you realize that Einstein was correct about light? And I'm sitting there as like a 12-year-old thinking, this guy's clearly wrong. What do you mean? And I've hated him my entire life, and he's still been around and won't leave television. I have like a personal hatred for 30 years against this guy.
So what I'm hearing is Cox sucks.
Brian Cox with an X.
He went right over his head.
It didn't go over my head. So there's some things that are so simplistic. I try and rise
Keep
above
going.
the
He's gonna
servitude.
keep going.
Rise up. No, never mind.
Phil McCracken for
That would have been a
$4.99.
better joke.
Maybe the same who stole the Switch 2s last year stole the KitKats. Maybe, so they're just eating KitKats and playing Switch.
It's like a gift box gets switched
did.
to in a KitKat.
It's not a guy stealing them. It's just he really likes specific brands. He doesn't even sell them. He just wants to use them for his own. He doesn't recharge a Switch 2. He just picks up a new one.
Yeah, right.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Ian for £50. Thank you, Ian. That's an old but brilliant meme. But a tiger would, Carl. But a tiger would.
Oh my god.
For another 50, Ian. Oh gosh, here we go. Okay, funny story. I once worked for a company that had a similar phone number to Eon. One day I answered the phone and it took several minutes before I realized they weren't talking to me but wanted the energy company.
Aw, poor Ian.
How does it, what could they possibly ask you though?
Energy
It's like,
company.
So,
yeah,
Yeah,
in
it's like-
the UK, it's an energy company, Eon.
I'd
it's like,
to
so
sign
what do you
up for my
charge? Like,
bill.
about 21p an hour? He's like, yeah, that's about my rate. And like, seriously, what business
know.
were you selling at the time?
I know.
Energy.
Yeah, you're selling
What,
energy,
yeah,
Ian?
like, what? Like, can you go all night? I was like, well, I certainly can. Darling. What do you want?
Ay. We might need to ask Monkey for that.
Dr. J, thanks for the 199. Intelligence meets hilarious. Thank you.
He
Think
must
he's
have been
talking-
talking about a different stream.
Yeah, I was gonna give you a compliment. I was like, maybe he's talking to you. Discourse.
No, but I'm British. I have to insult myself. That's the rule.
True. Old Renaissance Zoomer,
Insulting
thanks
you
for
is
the
the easy
10.
bit.
The poison sandwich that you give us every week. Many years ago, my
That was
sister-
different, though. That was the bread. The compliment's supposed to be on the side, not the bread.
Many years ago, my sister lived near Coral Gables with 2 roommates during college. Lucky for them, there were only 3. One blue law there. Wait, old blue lawn there. 4 women of differing last names constitutes a brothel.
A brothel.
Okay. Like, where are we going with this?
I have no idea.
Oh,
I'm
wait,
so
wait, wait.
sorry. I'm so confused.
Many years ago, my
Over
sister
again.
in Coral Gables, 2 roommates.
He's kind of he's reading it.
I don't get
I
it.
reread it just to
don't
check.
get
I'm
it.
like, no,
This
it's
is
definitely not
too
me.
highbrow for me.
Too highbrow for us. Sorry, old Renaissance Zoomer.
No,
Thanks for
well,
the
there's
10.
also weird American rules. Like, American rules are like, no, you can set up singly in a house, but you can't have more girls at the same time doing it.
Yeah. Duppy, thanks for the 5. Millie Alcock is not pretty enough to be Supergirl, but she'd be a perfect live-action Princess Tia Beanie from Disenchanted. I don't think she's ugly, but I actually
She
do
isn't.
really agree that she would be great as Tia Beanie. I loved Disenchanted. I actually watched all of that.
Look,
She'd be
I would
perfect.
not have brought her looks into any argument at all, but she did.
She
And
did.
so if
Oh
she,
yeah,
if she
we can
does,
bring that up actually. Hold on, I have
if she
that.
does, now I'm going to compare her to Melissa Benoist, and she's just more attractive.
Yeah.
And so this is a problem you cause yourself.
And realistically, I think, at least for me, it's like she was attractive because of her portrayal of Rhaenyra in House of the Dragon,
Mhm.
and so seeing her in another role that's a lot more heroic, I guess, was interested. But then, of course, the gun spin, not my favorite.
Yeah. So Millie says that what she learned from Game of Thrones about potential fan backlash to Supergirl. It definitely made me aware that simply existing as a woman in that space is something that people comment on. We have become very comfortable having this weird ownership of women's bodies. I can't really stop them. I can only be myself. I feel like this is her way of, like, if the film flops, she's going to say, oh, it's because I'm a woman. But I mean,
Sexism,
yeah, but it's like
misogyny.
Supergirl is a woman. So, I mean,
We never doubted her as an actress. I actually really like her as an actress.
yeah. Same.
And this statement just makes me not like her as a person. She might do well with what she's given, and I don't think anyone would have begrudged her for it, because it's just the script, and you can't do anything past that. You still have to act what's in the script, right?
Yeah. No, I do like her as an actress. I think the script's going to be a little bit lacking. I'm not impressed by the trailer.
She could have just came out and said, well, we did our best. I hope people like it. I know people are very passionate about the character, so I respect their passion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not the
Moved on.
ownership.
Yeah.
It just feels so weird to say that a mere statement about her body. I don't think I've really heard many people say anything about her personally, her body,
No.
that exists. So it feels like it came out of nowhere, but
Oh, you know where it came from?
well,
This thing-
absolutely.
This thing dropped right after the trailer. They're already doing damage control because they know this movie's not going to do well.
Well,
Yeah.
the test
And then they
screenings
were
have
releasing
shown.
like some weird budget numbers that were very, very low in everyone's estimation, like as well, like which they didn't have to do that either. So it's like I think they're doing damage control before.
Yeah.
So if it fails, they'll blame it on the misogynist white Christian male, and then you
Yeah.
know, and then if it just makes a
Exactly.
little bit of money, they're like, yeah, well, the budget was really low, so it's okay.
Yeah. They're
Oh.
already thinking of ways to blame the fans.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
like, I'm not even Christian.
Mm.
Well, you're a white man, so that checks 2
Well,
of the
I'm
boxes
misogynist.
right
Yeah.
there.
You're British.
You're British. Andrew,
But-
thank you for the 2 pounds. Extra girl, I DM'd you the cat eating fluff meme. There you go. Go ahead, finish your thought, Disbrew.
No, I agree that it's all down to essentially setting the frame before the show releases. It's just that, look, she's not wrong that women get judged when they enter movies. The question isn't like, are you judged? It's should you be judged? And I think that Gal Gadot actually raises a good point just by her existence, that nobody knew she couldn't act until she was a lot older. People like to have you around. It's like, actually, if you are playing Supergirl, shouldn't you be a 10? Like, is there any reason for a woman in a movie studio to not be a 10? Because you can have the best of everything. And I think it does actually severely harm Hollywood, the fact that now people are looking at other things. The conversation should be about whether this Supergirl is better than this Supergirl in attractiveness. And now it's like, well, which one can act the best? It's like, well, do you even want it to be dragged down to that? Or do you just want the best, hottest person that can possibly be to get the most men into the audience? And all of this stuff seems to be done to try and get women into the audience of Supergirl. And they're like, well, because it's a female superhero, that's the audience for it. I don't think it is. I don't think it ever has been when it comes to superheroes. You saw that with Madam Web. It was still like mostly men that went to see it, even though they spent 75% of the marketing budget on women. And so I think a lot of this is about trying to force an audience into a movie rather than trying to make the best movie for the audience. And if they only flip that around, I think Supergirl could have been more successful than Superman. Because Superman wasn't particularly good.
Material, right?
I don't think most people understand. Look, I know that there's comic fans. I agree that we should probably adapt the comic books that are good, because the comic books that are good probably already have good stories, so it just makes it easier. But I don't think, if you compare comic book fans to movie audience fans, I think they're like a tiny minority. And so the only reason you would adapt them is because you're trying to adapt an already successful, proven story into existence.
The issue is they're not adapting the full story. They're just taking like a little scoop, and then they're like whipping it up into something that's really weird. So
but they're also not adapting the character itself. So
correct.
I've seen that Melissa Benoist's character isn't actually this character. Because she was basically a female Superman. She was still heroics, saving. She cared about everyone else. She was the symbol of hope in the universe. And I kind of also don't think that any of that matters just because she's more attractive. I think she was more attractive and also gave a more hopeful message, which means most people will go to see a movie. I think you could cast Melissa Benoist now, and she would do better than this Supergirl.
Probably. I've only seen. So I want to watch at least the first season of Supergirl, but I seen the crossover episode with the Flash, I think it was, and she seemed like she did a pretty decent job. I don't know the character
I liked all
very
the
well.
crossover episodes. They were really good, actually.
Yeah. It's crazy that CW had some good shows for a little bit, and then they just got weird.
The first few seasons always are good, and then
they were really ideological, but if you separate that out, they still understood how to make television. Each episode is self-contained. It's entertaining in its own right. There was still like some kind of hopeful message or interesting message or beneficial message. The main downside of the CW shows is they were woke as hell. And so there was even a time where the Flash one of my first videos, the Flash leaves and all the women just turn evil, like instantaneously. Like, yeah, let's just be evil. Let's just employ this assassin to lead all of us. I'm like, what the fuck? What are you doing during this show? So yeah, they were very hit and miss.
All right, couple supers, then we'll jump over to Mario. Dr. J, thanks for the $9.99. Yes, Lithgow.
What is happening, Jay?
I'm gonna mute you.
Are you snorting like a Smurf?
I feel like he's slurping his milk.
Yeah, this is a guy who is deeply ingrained in some kind of.
Hey, my bad. I thought I was muted.
You were not muted, bro. There was a lot of force going into that.
I was just drinking the milk. My bad.
It's like you're
okay. It's okay.
I
You're on
was
Saucy.
Muted.
Okay,
no, I looked at the
Saucy.
two of the pictures like you clearly can't go from them.
I muted you midway through your slurps.
You did it. Oh god.
Yeah. It's all right. You're on Saucy. This is the stream to take big sips.
You're getting sauced with milk.
Yeah.
That didn't sound right.
I agree, Dr. J. He is so out of it.
That doesn't help, no.
And also, for another $9.99. Thank you. No kings. That's why we need a king. So stupid.
As long as you don't have hours. I don't like my king either, to be fair.
Captain JPS for 2. It's Paul Chateau with TDS writing a book in a car. Yeah, sorry, we're catching up to in case anyone's missing it. We listened to John Lithgow's Trumpty Dumpty poem. Dan Fishes for 5. Could I do bragging rights? I just got a copy of a 1977 Disney book and 45 of the Brer Rabbit and the Tar Baby. That's not racist, right?
Don't even know what that means.
No,
I remember the
just-
Brer Rabbit, not the Tar. I know what Brer Rabbit is. So you got a copy of the 1997 Disney book? Yeah, that's cool,
At
Dan.
this point in history, racist just means pointing out differences exist.
I know the
So-
word doesn't have meaning anymore because of the
Well,
idiots.
The time I realized it didn't have any meaning except differences exist and people aren't equal is when they started going accents were racist. Like, why? Why is me doing an Irish accent racist? So, well, an Irish person isn't you. So, well, okay, there's clearly nothing wrong with that.
Old Renaissance Boomer says Lithgow cheated on his first wife, divorced her, then married another. I think he can sod off with chastising Trump about anything. Yeah, well,
Ooh.
it's Hollywood. Those people are weird. Bama for 5. Do short women start their stories with "when I was little" or "as I am today"?
Are there many stories that start with like a judgment of your height? Unless you're like, so there it
That
was,
was
I was 5 foot tall in a crowd and I couldn't see what was happening.
That's my life.
There it was, looking at someone's nipples.
What? Power Cat Greg for
More
5.
like belly
I was-
button.
Yeah, I'm up to Jay's belly button.
I
Power
saw
Cat
his
Greg for
kneecaps and I could tell he was about to do something.
They were sus. I was not forced by Jay to do this. Thank you, Greg.
Oh,
Oh, good.
good. I'm
Hey
glad.
Zeus, thank you for the 5.
You
Tell
notice
me
that? We went good, and then noted something down. He's like,
He wrote
there's a
down.
name I need. There's a name I need
Power
to
Cat
change
Greg is on the
later.
list. Hey Zeus, thanks for the 5. Tell Meek to free my pet hamster. Mandatory Meek tax.
Meek does do this. Like he
Captain
denies it. But
Evil.
Captain
every
Jay for
denial is just
2
more proof.
says Jay didn't force me to, but I did anyway.
Thank you for telling the truth.
Thank you for lying.
Mark, thank you for being a member for 32 months. Wow. I am Mark as far as the world knows.
I would hope so.
So far.
I hope so, yeah. Duke Devil for 10 wanted to share this. I found the cure for insomnia. 1 monthly subscription to Disney Plus. Watched Daredevil Born Again. So boring. And I chose to review this. To quote GOB, I've made a huge mistake.
Miss Sataki.
Haven't seen
There's
a
no-
single
Miss
episode.
Taki? Is that
There's nothing to review. If you
Yeah.
want, well, Daredevil exists for a bit. He punches someone in the face, and then nothing happens for the rest of the episode. That's the show.
I haven't watched season 2, but I feel like I have to suffer with my
Well,
co-hosts.
It's a moment. I do like the last fight scene, but even then, it gets usurped by, moments.
Is the Punisher
of
in
other
it?
people.
No, not yet.
No, he's not in this
No.
one. He was
Oh,
in the
not
last
yet.
season.
Oh,
He was
that's
in
right.
an
It's not over.
episode
Well, I don't
of
know if he
season
will appear.
1. Yeah,
Some
he was
people are
in
coming
one
in.
episode.
So Jessica Jones is coming in this season
Supposed
that
to,
we know.
Mhm.
She's also going to be in season 3 because she posted about like filming it. But a lot, I find I like Daredevil, I like Kingpin, and if they aren't in the scene, I don't like it. There's just
Yeah.
too much of other people, and they don't matter, and I don't care.
Schick for 4.99 says, "What is Jay drinking? Have to drink on Saucy rules. Megatron. He's
I
drinking
think
milk.
it's milk.
Megatron.
Milk.
2%, 1%
It's white,
skim.
and that's the story he's sticking to.
Skim.
Skim milk.
Why are you drinking skimmed? What is the point?
Oh, I love
no,
skim
you're
milk. If
American.
I could
I
drink
d-
milk.
You have enough sugar.
I drink whole.
If I
But it's
drink
okay.
whole milk,
You have to
I'll-
drink whole milk.
If I have
Yeah,
whole
so-
milk, I'll have like turbo liquid diarrhea for the next hour.
That's me with even skim.
The only reason to drink milk is whole milk. Otherwise, you might as well drink water. You've already cut off all the stuff like the components of milk in the first place. If you drink,
That's all right. I
skim.
had cottage cheese earlier, so I'm good.
I love cottage cheese.
Why?
It's
You don't like cottage
Balance that
cheese?
out.
Why?
Cottage cheese is British.
good for you.
Yeah, but you could just drink whole milk. You don't. I mean, like, no, but I've had enough of the cream in this.
Everybody likes cottage cheese.
It's okay.
I
Dr.
prefer
J,
coleslaw.
I like cottage cheese.
Coleslaw? Yeah, I like the coleslaw.
Cereal on stream. Respect. Happy Easter. Happy Easter.
There
Dr.
was
J.
cereal on stream.
It's gone now. He did a magic
Especially
trick.
like
Not a- like a
what,
magic
like
spoon.
9 p.m. It's like, no, I'm having my breakfast this morning.
That's why I'm an American. I could eat whatever, whenever.
Yeah.
You realize the rest of the world can also eat.
They
at
can, but
different
they just don't.
times.
I don't know
They
why.
can,
I
but
like
don't.
eggs. for
Civilization, drunk.
breakfast.
That's real.
I hear you. I hear you.
Eggs and bacon.
Oh, yum. Mark, thank you for the 20. I don't think that Millie realizes what she said. Someone sane needs, or Tom Cruise, to get her to her and talk to her about relating to fans, especially nerd fans. The movie could do better if she gets a redemption arc. Yeah, I agree with that. If it was something like, okay, she's going, I've said this before, if she's going around getting drunk, we already know that's what she's doing. And then it ends with her realizing that, she found her people and she can be a hero, something like that. But I'm not sure that's what they're going to do, but we'll see.
I think she knew what she said specifically because of the word she used. It is not normal speech to say, men own my body. That
Yeah,
is a
that's weird.
specific feminist term, which is the feminist language, which you have to be taught to say rather than naturally think up yourself. So I think she does know, or at least commanded to tell the PR.
Monkey for Two says that cat video is after Ian meets Disparu. And
Oh
then
my
Ian,
God.
for
There is not
50
enough super chats in the world.
and Ian
disgusting.
says, "Why did you film it?"
Why do you guys keep talking to each other with super chats? Oh my
And then
god.
Monkey for Two says also the sound after Ian meets Disparu 4K 60 frames per second. Ian.
I mean, I have enough cameras in my room that I could capture that, but that's not
Well, moving on to a topic, and I'm glad Jay's here because I know he I don't
Right.
know if Disparu and X-Ray saw this. I know X-Ray didn't. I don't know about Disparu, but Jay and I both saw this and we enjoyed it. The
Oh, I
Super Mario
didn't.
Galaxy movie is tracking to open with 370 million worldwide, third biggest opening ever for an animated film, slightly below the first film. I'm glad it's doing well. I really enjoyed it. I actually watched it twice because I seen it again today. So, and I got
Oh.
my popcorn bucket. Yes, I love this popcorn bucket so much. I'm gonna use it for whatever I can. I love it. What do we have here? We had Kotaku just being dumb. If you guys remember the stupid article they posted about, and I had to learn what prep was. Thanks a lot for that.
Excuse me? Prep for
Uh,
what?
Prep like for
prepping?
gay people. Thank you, Vera, for that.
Oh,
they-
I get
yeah.
my patients to do that too. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no, there was also one about, was it Starfire? I don't know my Nintendo IPs.
Oh,
So
the
it's-
furries. They're gross.
This one.
Yeah, there
I'm
you
not a
go,
furry,
look,
but when I
yeah.
see Fox McCloud, I get it. You guys understand what I mean? This is why I always say bullying does need to make a comeback, because when you don't bully people, you get furries. And they
Well,
scare
interestingly-
me. They legitimately scare me.
those are the same author. The one for this article and the
The Leanne one?
their bisexual article are the same article.
Of course
They're
it
the same
is.
author.
Of course. But yeah,
It's so
this
creepy.
is what they're going with. Bowser, I know what you are, bisexual. Okay, Kotaku. And then here's another one. Rising oil prices are bad news for fans who still need a Switch 2. Would you say this is peak? I need to talk about Mario for clicks, but really want to talk about politics clickbait. Yeah,
It is.
Yeah.
My theory is that every single game journalist is actually a failed journalist who got reduced down to this. They really want to talk about news and politics, but they couldn't get the job at it, and so like, well, I guess I'll talk about video games.
I wonder if it's the same writer, because that guy looks like he's always has something in his rear end when he walks around.
Just for fun.
I'm trying to be nice, so
I'm
And
not.
then this is nuts. People are scalping the Yoshi popcorn bucket.
Oh,
So
it's like all those Disney people. It's
the
disgusting.
Disney people, yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I was about
but-
to say. It reminds me of Disney stuff.
The theater that I went to, it was like 2 to a person, and I got one for Vera because she's like, I'll just
Well,
get it
that's
on
what it should
eBay.
be.
And I'm like, you're crazy. I'll get one for you and send it to you because I knew this would happen. I'm like, if you get your popcorn buckets on eBay, you're gonna be spending at least
You know what's
double.
going on here, Disparu?
Well, I understand scalping, but what I mean is, Wicked already said the answer. It's 2 per person. That's what it should be. You
It
should
should be a
not be
limit, yeah.
allowed
So
to just
let me
empty
give
out
you
the
this.
entire theater.
So when Disney releases a new popcorn bucket at their park, they could sell onwards to about $1,500 per.
Sorry.
I was like, I disappeared. $1,500 for a $29 popcorn bucket. They could sell for about $1,500 the first month.
Well-
So these guys, these scalpers, what they do is they will bring like their entire family and then pay people in line to get like a second one so they could leave with about 100 of these things. It's the most crazy. If you see it happen in live action, it's one of the craziest things ever. Like they just go into the line and they're like, here's $15, and have people pay. But then then you see them with like all their children. You know, there's like 7 little kids that they took out of school just to stand in line for 6 hours. The Figment popcorn bucket, people waited an estimate of 6 to 7 hours. That's the entire day at Disneyland, just to get a stupid piece of plastic for $29. We covered this on the other stuff, and then they were selling them for about $1,500. So
the thing is, I'm not actually against that if they go to all that effort to get other people to do it. My thing was, I thought he could walk in and go, I want to buy 100, and they just gave him all the stock. So
a lot of
went to
allow
effort
that.
to engage in. Yeah, I don't think you should allow that. But if it's like 2 per person, and
That's
you
what
come
mine
up with
was
a
for
way
everything.
to actually pay other people to do it, I'm like, you reach a point where it's capitalism rather than just the store should have done something about this. Like, if they spent a lot of time and effort and paid other people to get it, I actually don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with scalping per se.
The theater that you went to, Jay, you said that they were out, right? When you went, and you went the opening day, right? And they were already out of
Yeah, they
of
were already
buckets?
out. They were.
Wow.
I went
don't think they
opening
had a
day
limit.
too.
I don't think they had a limit, and you could
That's
just tell the
unfortunate.
people walking out with the giant trash bags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
you should
were
have
going
that,
right
but-
to eBay.
But also, like, I know that Disney, I don't know if Universal does it, where they have merch that's only available at their parks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do.
Well, in that case, you are just making the market yourself, because other people want that merch. And so then you just say, well, I'm bringing something from a low supply to a high demand, and that's where the profit is. That's all capitalism is. It's something from low supply to high demand.
That's why people pay so much, because they live in like Ohio and they
Yeah.
can't get to the parks to buy that shirt or items, so they'll spend 10 times, 12 times. These Disney fans they get a little crazy on their. They love their pins and everything. So
And it's crazy too because this was $45 for this popcorn bucket, and it's good quality. Like it's even texture and stuff, like texturized. And it came with a large popcorn, which I barely even put a
She's
dent
flexing.
in. Yeah, but no, like some people said they were spending like 50 or 55. But at Disney, their popcorn buckets are usually, at least I've only bought one, the Pumbaa one. It was only 25, not bad. So the fact that these people are getting some of these buckets $25 and selling them for like $1,000, that's insane.
Yeah, but imagine like you or me, right? If I really wanted a Yoshi popcorn bucket, I would have to pay that because they don't sell them over here.
Yashi?
And yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I did think that too.
That's how the British people
Look,
say Yoshi.
I'm okay.
It's
I
not
just
my
was-
fault
I
that
just was
Americans
asking,
can't
not
pronounce
complaining.
English after 250 years. Like, how long does it take?
I was just asking. I wasn't
Well,
saying.
that's why I got Vera one, right? Because she's like, I'll just have to get it on eBay because she doesn't have a theater near her, and she knew they would sell out like before she got to see the
Aw.
movie. And I was like, I will try to get you one, and I did because I'm like, that's just crazy. She probably wouldn't have ended up getting one because by the time she would have tried to buy one, like I don't know what they're at now. They got to be at least $100 right now, for a Yoshi popcorn bucket.
But we don't get virtually all of your popcorn buckets. All the ones that I've seen that I'm like, no, that's actually cool. I remember there was an alien one that had LED lights and stuff on it. That looked really good. And we don't have any of those
I want the
ones because we don't have
Rocky
your
one.
brands.
I wanted that one too, Rocky. Yeah.
I have too many. It's like I passed.
Yeah, he's got a lot of the Disney ones, huh?
Yeah, he's going to be
Universal.
selling them on eBay. Signed.
I'm just waiting.
Signed.
Just waiting.
So
Then go back up on eBay.
So this was I'm gonna pop this up here. You put this in the chat, Disper. I might have seen this one. I don't watch Grace Randolph stuff. I don't care. But apparently they're
I
saying this is
value
like
my
her worst.
eardrums.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, that this was her take on
Yeah, look at that.
Mario.
Oh,
freeze,
yeah,
man.
no, this is a
her
fun
makeup's
one.
horrid on this.
Well, here we go. This is her take on Mario.
Well, it's supposed to symbolize like fertility, the makeup she's wearing in this.
I don't know. She
I
looks more like a drag
continue to
queen.
feel that Bowser and now Bowser Jr. are a little bit too actually evil. Like it goes beyond cartoon villainy. I
Okay,
think
can you
maybe
pause? Quick. Before she gets to the next one, I just want to put out cartoon villainy is renowned as the worst kind of villainy. It's like they're so evil, they're like mustache twirling villains. There's nothing worse than mustache twirling villains.
That's what you're
Except
They
supposed to
tie up
be.
women and throw them on train tracks. And
Yeah.
But this is there is nothing worse. It's the most over the top kind of villainy.
Yeah.
Except for the one group that Grace Randolph despises more than anyone else.
The villains were too evil.
they
Okay.
kind of mimic like the toxic manosphere that is.
What?
I see.
I don't know if it's
The
becoming more and more
Andrew
popular.
Now
She's
I know why
she's
everyone
like, you know what?
makes fun of her.
She reminds me of Jordan Peterson. He's like, you should make your own bed. That's what that means.
Maybe finally reached its breaking point, but I see a lot of similar talking points there. And the movie at first seemed like it was going to.
Oh, that was it.
Now, Critical Drinker has said because I've not seen the movie, but Critical Drinker said their plan is to destroy the universe.
Yeah.
Which seems a lot more than like I've seen anyone on the internet do.
This is like Dr. Evil
Yeah.
plans.
Yeah,
Fire the
they just made a Death
laser.
Star.
Yeah, they made a Death Star, pretty much. Yeah. But I
That's
don't
all.
understand that take. I'm not gonna. I understand why everyone makes fun of her now. Like people, I always see people tweeting about her and stuff. I've never actually watched anything that she's
I
done.
didn't.
I don't care, but I get it now.
That was her second bad take of the week. The first one, she said she had a go at Andy Weir for saying that you shouldn't insult Star Trek, while simultaneously going that Alec Kurtzman should be fired because he's bad at Star Trek and ruined it.
They were just
Like,
mad that he was on Drinker's channel. That's all it was.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to know if Critical Drinker invited her on whether she'd go on. I
she
would
wouldn't.
adore to know the answers to that.
There's no way she would.
I don't think
She would get
so.
destroyed.
Well, it's not only
He's-
that her fan base is progressive left. So you know how they are. They don't want progressive left people don't want to talk to anyone that doesn't believe exactly what they believe. And if you try to talk to people the way anybody different, they get mad at you and try to cancel you. So she wouldn't do it because she would lose her fan base.
It's because they know they can't stand up to the arguments. And
That's
therefore
another reason
would,
too. It's
would
like,
immediately get destroyed. And they're like, what? Like, hang on, why? Because their entire idea has been like, why would you platform someone because you would only hear their side of the argument? So, well, what you saying that all of your audience would get convinced by it? In which case, maybe that says something about your argument and your point of view.
Mad Cabal for 5. So Grace's critique is that bad guys act like bad guys and therefore a right wing, huh? Yeah.
Well,
I think-
masculine.
yeah.
Like I actually think that because I was trying to think after F&T what she actually meant by that, and I think she means it's a father raising his son, and I think she just sees that as inherently right wing and wrong. And I kind of find an issue with I can't really disprove her point that a father raising his son is right wing anymore because the left has gone so far the other way. They're so anti-masculine and anti-fatherhood that you do end up thinking, well, if the father's still in the household, if they're not trying to entirely feminize them, that is right wing. That's how far things have moved.
Yeah. It's true. Jason, thank you for it too. Yoshi is going for 75 to 100 on eBay right now. That's not too bad
Shout out,
considering
Jason.
some people I just spent 50, I spent 45. So that's not too bad. It's only like double the price. But I feel like once the movie is out of theaters, it's gonna skyrocket because then you really just can't
Can't get them anymore.
Yeah, most people will have cleared them.
Thanks,
and
Jason.
Also, if you're selling something for 75 that you bought for 30 in America, are you even making that much after platform fees and shipping?
Even if you make $20, people will still sell it on eBay.
Yeah,
Well,
but I mean, think about when they
that's
sell it for like
70% return. That'd still be decent, but
Yeah.
AP for 5. A large popcorn is as tall as Wicked. No wonder she didn't put a dent in it. Yeah.
feed her for a week.
Really though, because I was eating a lot, and I looked and I'm like, did it even move? They're so big. The buckets are they're huge.
I've watched is it Beard vs. Food do eating challenges, and it's only 20 minutes eating, and it barely looks like it's moved.
So this, I feel like we talked about this at some point that it seemed like they were filming it, it looked like Lord of the Rings, and apparently The Legend of Zelda is filming scenes in the same locations as the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Was that Scotland?
No,
like
it's
Ireland?
New Zealand.
New
New
Zealand.
Zealand. Okay.
So Rings of Power, the films were done in New Zealand. First season of Rings of Power was done in New Zealand, and then they moved to England. But they only moved because of lockdown and stuff, so it makes sense that these people would go back to New Zealand. It's kind of perfect. It's got very few people. It's got great, like, rolling hillsides and stuff.
Have you ever
But the
been?
thing is, I thought this was already known. No,
I think this looks
Australia
cool.
is a long way from me.
He said no.
I
But the
was
thing is,
wondering.
any of these like scenes that you've seen behind them, you could also find in Wales. So I don't actually think it's much of a difference between filming between the two locations.
I really hope this is great. I think it looks good. The fact that they got actors that actually look like Link and Zelda, that's a plus right there. So I think they're
What-
gonna put a lot of love into this. I'm kind of surprised. It doesn't mean they're not gonna do it, but I'm a little bit surprised that they're not doing an animated Zelda, or that they didn't like tease some kind of Zelda in the Mario movies. But that doesn't mean they can't do it. They're doing live action first, probably like to test out and see how this does. For live action, and then maybe we'll see some more Nintendo live action if this does well. I don't know.
If you can do live action, I would always prefer live action. I watch anime simply because everything else is trash. Did take me a while to get over the animation style of it, though, just because of the quality of the story. But I would always prefer live action people. So if you can get casting like this, I don't know why you would ever want to animate it.
Did you see X-Ray that they're filming in the same locations as Lord of the Rings trilogy?
I mean, it would make sense just given like what we've seen in the game.
Yeah.
They have similar-ish homes, but you would have to, of course.
Are they going to
Dress it
talk in the
differently.
film?
I mean, Link,
Link?
probably has to talk. Like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How do you drive a plot without a?
But the question then is, though, do they speak in English or Japanese? Because it depends which audience they're primarily targeting.
That's true.
That is a good question, because a lot of anime, even at that, like you can't tell if it's like a white or European white. I mean, that's what I mean, or Asian person, unless it's like
But-
Freerin with Stark and.
They do have different styles for white people and Japanese. You only tend to notice, though, unless you know what you're looking for, when they're side by side. So I think I've said this before on the stream. Like, Code Geass is obvious when you're looking at a European and a Japanese person, but only when you compare the two and specifically look for it. But it is important when it comes to like Hollywood. Who are they targeting? Where do they think the majority of their money's coming from? And would that influence them? Because a lot of people are used to subtitles and stuff in anime, but when you go to a live action, now you're after an entirely different movie-going audience. And I do think whether things are dubbed or not can influence that. But I think I can't remember what it was. Was it Squid Game or something? No. What was it? It was Last Samurai Standing. Gary said that show used new AI to alter the lips of the people so that when they spoke in English, it looked like it was said in English. They could just use
Wow.
that technology.
Because it is frustrating. I don't like voice acting on top of like I don't like a dubbed voice acting because sometimes it doesn't match and the expression isn't there and
Oh
whatnot.
my gosh.
So what?
Sorry. Today I played Jesus Simulator because someone gave me the game. And it was so low budget that the voice of Jesus went from Australian accent to Southern preacher accent
Squeeze
to like
No.
some weird like British Scottish accent. Like it just kept, and we're all watching in the live chat. We're like, why does he keep changing his accent to like? And people are like, well, he's trying to reach all people. So it's like no, it's just terrible. So it was a pretty rough game. It was a pretty
I'm
rough
surprised,
game.
given the title, that it wasn't a AAA budget.
I was always wondering, like, what if you decide to like not do what Jesus wants you to do, in the game, and just have Jesus go on a killing spree and just,
Oh my goodness.
That would just be Preacher, like the TV
Yeah.
show.
I didn't know this. I don't know if you guys. I just saw this pop up, so I thought I'd bring it up. I think we did. We all see Project Hail Mary.
Yes.
Yes.
I loved it so much. So
Loved
the
it
Artemis 2
twice.
crew got to watch Project Hail Mary while in quarantine ahead of their mission to space. They sent us a link to view at home with our families. The movie is a pretty
Aw.
extraordinary example that we can all follow. We all thought it was uplifting and inspiring.
As it should be.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. I can't wait. I'm gonna get whatever. I hope there's some kind of like
A
steel
steel
book.
book?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hell yeah. I watched the movie twice and I cried harder, and I just finished the book, and just there were moments that just broke me because of just the lovely friendship that they have, the two of them.
I know. Amaze. Yes, Mo.
Amazing. And one of my favorite AI things is every Ryan Gosling movie that he ever did, they replaced the opposite actress with Rocky.
I haven't seen that yet.
Off topic, NASA released a picture from the Artemis 2 of Earth, and the comments section is unbelievable.
Share.
Do you have it or no? You can put it.
I
send to
don't
me on
have it. I
Twitter.
just shot, we went over it, and I kept saying like, I mean, the flat earthers and everybody else just like
my
it
God.
was just like people saying it's not a real photo, it's AI, and oh man, it was just like it didn't disappoint. So
Let me see if I can find
it was
it.
quite entertaining. It was entertaining for some of us. So I don't know. Did you guys not see the picture they released? They were like,
I did
this
not.
is like a brand new 4K picture of Earth. Finally, they got
Okay.
like this new
Oh,
picture.
you found it?
Well, no, this is not it, but I
Oh.
saw this. This is
the Project Hail Mary.
Oh
No.
goodness, I'll get it. This
I think I
is so
found-
cute.
Yeah, I was gonna say mine isn't about it either. Mine's about something different.
You said NASA released it? Hold on. I
Yeah.
can get it on the NASA's Instagram. Give me one
Yeah,
second.
NASA has a really interesting thing for America because you have a law that your government agencies can't copyright information. And so you basically own and can freely use all NASA imagery for products, which is kind of wild. But yeah, they tried to spin Artemis 2 into like some racism angle because
Yes.
one of the pilots, one of the astronauts is black, and so he kind of just went, I don't know why are you talking about this to me? Like, it's irrelevant. So he listens to like a poem called Whitey on the Moon every Monday and said it's not about racism, this is about human condition. And I really like this when they actually interview someone who's high IQ, and rather than trying to like spin some, because you get it in Hollywood all the time, they're just after self-interest, I just want more roles. This is a guy who's actually couldn't have reached where he was unless he was smart enough to be there. And he's like, no, it's not about that. What do you mean? I earned this. I don't want to be given this because I specifically put a lot of effort into it. And it is very interesting when you can like do the difference between Hollywood and something like astronauts, where if you are crap at your job, you will lose hundreds of millions of dollars instantaneously. They cannot afford you to be incompetent. People's lives are on the line. And it's the difference in attitude between the people that are there. And yet the press still try and spin the same tricks. And they don't realize it's insulting to the person that you're talking to.
Thanks, Jay. Okay, so we see our home planet as a whole lit up in spectacular blues and browns. A green aura even lights up the atmosphere. That's us together watching as our astronauts make the journey to the moon.
I mean, that looks flat to me. It looks very two-dimensional, doesn't it?
I know people are like, where are all the satellites?
I like that. It's a good...
I should be careful scrolling on X, huh?
You should.
Yes, I never scroll on X. All
Yeah,
of
there
these
was-
look two-dimensional.
There was another one I saw.
Wait, click on the
Oops. Click on what?
click on that picture.
This one?
Yeah. Not well. I mean, click on that tweet and then go through the comments. It should
This
be
one?
different. No. Yeah. No. Up one.
Oh, like this one?
No.
Did you see all
No,
the
no.
selfies
Yeah,
that
I
the women were
got it.
taking? And people were like, I want to see the Earth. Why do you keep putting your face in the way? Like every time.
So like if you click like this was the second one. So I don't know why Twitter's like that. If you click on this, you get these replies. They're like, so this guy's like, this is AI. Can I conclude that the brown part of this new picture of the planet Earth is a result of bad daily human environmental behaviors? Just asking. Right?
Well,
There's the one that
Did you
you
get community
showed.
noted?
Yeah. What star is that? not to brag, but it's like zoomed in with music. There's like the flat Earth. Oh man, I don't. Yeah. Hold on. I can pull some of them up because we went through
Hold
them,
on.
but I don't want like I think there's pictures of people's. All right, you don't have to
Yeah,
go
it
there.
might, like
to see
Sydney
yourself.
Sweeney might appear and it's like this is the
It could
curvature
be
of
like
the Earth we
pictures
really
of
want.
boobs. So
Oh,
There
yeah.
you go.
there we go. Yeah. Yeah. And then they're like asking Grok, is this planet Earth flat? Absolutely, it's flat. And then they're arguing. They're like, the brown spot is made by black people. We need to eradicate them from
Oh
the
my
That's
world.
not like
goodness.
Africa.
And they're like, the brown spot? Yeah, that's from black people. Like,
Oh
look what black
no.
people
Oh
did to
my
our Earth.
god.
Like, it just goes
You-
on
you-
and on. It's like, it's
You realize there's a
crazy.
place in the UK called the Black Country, right? Like that. This is like a
Holy
genuine thing that's
crap,
happened
dude.
from like Victoria. This is why you can't take American
Yeah.
politics and put it into England. Everything takes on an entirely different message.
This picture's Photoshop. This is clearly AI. They never happened. We're not in space. It's all faked. It's a distraction from the war. I mean, it just goes on and on. So, I thought it was funny.
They're not wrong though. A 2D
Not everybody
picture does
thinks
look
it's
two
funny. I thought it
dimensional.
was funny. Like there's a lot of racist stuff in here.
Well,
Um,
speaking of
There's
Sydney,
That was
nudity.
just the Japanese.
I just got that sent to me. I have that onesie on the
Oh,
way.
I want that. Is that on Amazon?
Yes.
Yoshi.
Are you gonna stream in it?
Yes.
Yes.
When you both have it, you should both stream in it.
Oh, I want the pink one. Ooh, there's a blue one, so cute. Oh, there's a purple one.
Sorry.
Oh my
we
god,
went
she's
girl.
gone into baby voice. This is serious.
I'm
She means
Joey.
business.
Oh.
Anyways. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that was my fault. I saw that and I was like,
Let's be honest. Mike also probably has that thing. So if we ever have
Oh, we
Mike
should
back on,
all
maybe
get
the,
one
the
each.
three of you can stream.
I'm
as
getting the
Yoshi.
purple one.
Jay does never, he wants no more onesies. He wants nothing to do with
No,
them.
he had Canadian Bear. That was enough for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just thought I put that thing on more times than we could even try to count.
A lot of people have worn that thing, and I haven't watched it yet. So,
Ever?
Gina, Krista, Jeremy, myself, many times. I don't know. A lot of people put that thing on.
It gets tougher to like the burden of wearing it gets larger each time. I kind of respect that.
Yeah.
It's like no, the
Respect.
number's gonna
Johnny
have to go
wore-
up for
Johnny
the next
put it
one.
on from Cobra Kai because I had it backstage at MegaCon, and I don't know why they were putting it on. So
Because having a costume is kind of funny until you realize that you haven't washed it in 3 years.
I didn't tell them that, but you know,
No, but they probably knew. They could probably smell that from
No,
no,
across
it
the
smells
room.
okay. It smells all right.
Smells alright.
By whose definition? Men and women have a very different definition of smells okay.
That's true.
Jason Webster, thanks for the 5. Australia is semi-arid. That's why
Arid,
we
yeah.
all have a dry accent.
You have a drunken accent, there's a difference.
Mm.
The criminal accent.
I was waiting for that. I figured he's going to say that.
I found it in Australia. I thought all Australians knew the history and knew the English memes. And then one guy got really offended that I called him a criminal. I was like, we're not all like that. It's like, oh, I didn't know it was the same when I offended a Swiss person by taking the piss out of their neutrality. And then I find out that culturally they're really proud of it.
Hold on. There's a meme from a conversation we had earlier. Thanks, Corbin.
Whoa.
Sweeney Todd, because
Oh, yeah.
somebody said something about they called Sydney Sweeney
Yeah.
Todd.
It's like they should have their own
Euphoria.
casting alignment.
That is funny. Oh my gosh, that's a good one. I'm glad I seen that. Normally, I don't check before.
You're glad you've seen that? It's like, I've always wished I could see it.
Oh, he did another one. This brew is.
Can this one be shown? I mean,
Mm.
yo, not
He's
Kit
showing
Kat
his
and peanuts.
nuts.
It's Coke.
He's showing his
It's
nuts.
Coca-Cola and peanuts. That's the difference.
Well, Big Nut made him do it, Disparu.
Like, I could just buy a Kit Kat. I wouldn't need to steal them. Not that
Oh,
expensive.
Did they find those
Oh,
people?
He
Did
knew
they
it.
find
He
those
knew it.
people?
Hold
No.
on. I think he
No
knew
idea.
you were going to say that because this is already there. There you go.
See, that at least gives the correct
So
meme.
if you're wondering what we're talking about, Jay, apparently it's a big drink that in like everywhere. I don't know where it
Oh,
yeah,
originated,
peanut-
but
peanuts and Coke,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're
But
gonna
you
try
know
it
what?
next week.
I know about
I've been
that.
asking so many Americans, is this the thing? And everyone goes, no, what do you mean?
It
And
is
I just
a
have to
thing,
show them
it's
the
a-
Japanese people.
No, it's a thing. They
Well,
actually
this
sell
is-
something like this at Cracker Barrel that you can buy.
No.
Really?
Yeah,
We're gonna
yeah.
try this next week. Apparently, if you put a little bourbon in it, it's really yummy. So me and Extra are gonna try
They
this
put
next week.
Hell yeah.
they put peanuts. If I'm getting this correctly, they put those peanuts,
Salted
and then they
peanuts.
pour Coke and then they drink it. So it's supposed to have a better taste.
Yeah, there's an entire
It's a
guy went
Southern
into the
thing, man.
science behind it.
It's a Southern thing.
I think
The
it would taste
science
good, like
behind it
sweet
is
and
like
salty.
umami and stuff.
The sweet and salty
No,
mix.
it's
I'm here
more than
for
that.
it.
It's like the pH of the acid merges with the salt, which is supposed to like refresh your taste buds. But because your taste buds are refreshed, it means they really like the sugar, which combines with the fat, which does something else. And normally it'd like habituate to that, but because the salt and the acid is refreshing it, you always get like the first hit of sugariness. It's weird. It's like umami, and I don't even know what umami is.
Basically, what
It's a
happened
salt.
was
It's a
the
psyop.
guy had a
I
bag
think it's
of
just a
peanuts,
psyop.
and the bag was ripping. He didn't know what to do, so he dumped it in his Coke to hold him, and then he discovered a new drink.
Very simple.
Just
Pure
kind of made
accident.
that up as I went, because that's the only way I could ever think of somebody mixing peanuts.
He's like, and I just made that up.
Okay. So if you want the general thing that I've read on Twitter is like it's supposed to be some kind of farmer's thing that they're always using one hand.
It is
And
a
so they
drink,
put-
though.
Yeah, they put the peanuts with the Coke because they needed to do the hand free, so they could just eat the peanuts while they were drinking.
Interesting.
But every Japanese person loves it, so I don't know.
Look
I
at
need
that.
to
Jay
try
is
this.
right. Jay knows what he's talking about in the chat. Yeah, it's a Southern drink. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Southern.
try it. It sounds.
I just think it's a big nut psyop.
Someone said use peanuts and Dr. Pepper. Oh.
That's also been
X-Ray
suggested.
would love
but
that.
Most,
That's her
most
thing.
You like
people
Dr.
use
Pepper?
Coke though.
She
That's the thing.
does. She loves her Dr. Pepper. Well, it's getting to that time, guys. Jay, thanks for hopping on. Do you have anything?
Oh, fine. I'll
coming up?
go. Thank you.
No.
I had a
We're
great
saying
time.
no.
we can
you're
always wait until
first.
Extra Girl needs to pee. That is the
No,
other one.
I'm just.
I peed like 3
starting
times
with
already.
you. I'm starting with you. What do you have like coming up? What do you want to push? Is your He-Man shirt still available?
I
At
got
Nine
nothing.
Line. The
Yeah,
shirt's
it
not
is
available.
actually. It's
Okay.
available for like 6 more days. So
Ooh.
make sure you
Okay.
get it. It
I
helps
have
veterans,
one.
so it goes to a good cause. So thanks to everybody that has bought a 9-line shirt throughout the years. We really did a lot of good. And I like
I
going
love 9
to
Line.
Savannah, Georgia to see the veteran community that they have there, where they're getting veterans back on their feet and getting the help they need. So I know Disbrew has some.
Yeah, even Disbrew has some 9
That's
Line.
pretty cool.
This is the
Yeah.
shirt, by the way.
Yeah,
right
look
here.
at that. The pirate one.
Oops.
Love it.
I see
Love it.
9-line shirts everywhere.
Yeah, me too. Even in like Buffalo and stuff, I see 9 Line everywhere, and I love it because they're a great company. But this is the shirt. I have the power. Let me get the link unless one of my
Oh,
mods.
thank
has it
you. You didn't have
before
to do
me.
that, but thank you.
The thing with
course.
9-line is when they print stuff, they print like multiple layers of the ink, and so it's really high quality. A
Yeah.
lot of the other stuff,
It
even
wears
for, like Universal and
fast.
stuff, it just cracks instantaneously.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But it's like 3D, the printing on the 9-line stuff.
Yeah, very good quality. I have a lot of 9 Line stuff. I'm trying to find the link. There it is.
Oh, I like that they do pop culture stuff now, and it's like,
Oh, that's not the
So-
link.
They were the first people that taught me that American shirts stretch. Like, you get a t-shirt, it's like, this doesn't fit. Oh, it goes all the way over here.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
weird.
well, because Americans get bigger quickly.
Yeah, I didn't know there was a number of
Get
XLs that
bigger
exist until
American
Americans
sizes
started
for
talking about
American
it.
sizes.
Couple
We
Bucky
go up
visits.
to XL, that's it. It's
Yeah.
like-
I'm trying to find it. Jay, you have a lot on your X.
She's saying you tweet
Found
like a
it.
teenage girl.
Oh, just go to my link tree. It's just right there.
Here. Oh, well, this is just the code, but you can get.
Oh, thank you. You didn't have to do that, but thank you.
Oh, there we go. Hoagie's got it too. Yeah, 9 Line has some really good stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Are we gaming after this?
Yeah.
Jay? Okay, so
You want?
yeah, me and Jay are gonna play something maybe in like 30 minutes. I just need a second to set up. So that's what we're doing.
Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, sure. That'll be fun. What about you, X-Ray? What do you have coming
not
up?
playing Sea of Thieves. That I'm actually really upset that I get like motion
She gets
sickness playing that
seasick.
game.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. Really?
I know. Yeah, I played it one
I
stream
think
and
you could turn. I think you could turn the waves off.
maybe it's the side to side,
You
and
can
that
often
even
do that kind of
happened
thing.
Oh,
when I
yeah, yeah.
played the RV There Yet game. I couldn't, like, halfway through I had to stop because I couldn't. But tomorrow, Forbidden Frontier on Nerdrotic Live at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. And then hopefully sometime next week, I will be fully moved in. There's still a couple things on my throne wish list, which I have also added the Yoshi onesie. If you want to help supply some things that I am needing in my new home. And yeah, very excited for that. That's throne.com/X-Ray Girl.
We've got
Yeah.
her links
Thanks.
below. And what about you, Disparu? What videos you got coming out?
Russell T Davies, Starfleet Academy, and all the various cast interviews, which have been talking about how awful it is that have been cancelled recently, just because the audience is such a group of bigots that can't possibly comprehend the complexity of Alex Kurtzman's vision. Yeah, if you want to be piracy stuff, are you gonna be playing Windrose when it comes out?
Yes, I played
that
some
was a
of
really
the
cool
demo. It
pirate
was so
game.
much fun. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I want Jay to play that. I think he would really like it.
But
Yeah, and
if you like Sea of Thieves, I think Windrose is like a survival version of it. It's really cool.
yeah, it's fun. And as for me, I'll be gaming still more Resident Evil 2. Eventually, I'll be playing Resident Evil 5 with Vera. And then next Sunday, if you're a part of my Patreon, you can join our watch party. We'll be watching Hook next Sunday. So thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight, and thank you, Jay, for popping on.
I had to defend
awesome.
myself.
He had to defend himself. Yeah.
I did not make these people give you money.
Yeah, I didn't.
And yeah, Jay and I will be playing Sea of Thieves in a bit. So we'll see you then.
Sweet.
See you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
So,